Hi, how you doing, guys? Welcome to the stream. Good to see everyone. What's everyone been doing? That's the wrong one. There we go. Now we've got sound again. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Hello, welcome to this episode 25 of Elkathym's Greatest Adventurers. Done absolutely no work at Bits and Rights game, so I hope you guys enjoy. Welcome, Tony. It's nice to see, a Sweden. Waves back from
Swedish
Australia.
here.
I'm not even in the
Hey,
shot.
mate.
I should fix the camera. There we go. Am I in the shot now? I don't really care about my camera. Okay. I actually didn't rewatch last week's stream, which I usually do to find out where we left off. Does anybody remember where we finished up last week?
I do.
Sleep. We went to sleep.
Yeah.
You were asleep, so no.
Sleep
What's a no?
I vaguely remember, but don't really remember exactly where we finished.
So where we had finished is we had just undertaken the ritual, and in the process of undertaking a ritual to separate Drangor, which is Gangor's spiritual love child of some description, to separate the magical item infused with Drangor, we had to undertake a ritual which required a rare item in a very dangerous space. The blood scorpion. The blood scorpion. Is that?
I don't remember.
Was it that what they were?
The scorpion things.
Yes.
Scorpions.
Blood of the scorpions.
Blood scorpions. You needed
Blood
to-
of the scorpions.
Let me rewind. Today.
I actually have that written.
I have
down.
it. I also. You know who else has it written down? Me.
Of course, the DM.
A sacrifice was to be paid, and a
Yes.
sacrifice was paid.
It was in fact called the blood scorpion. So we retrieved that. We went back. We performed the ritual, and moments before we were to set that up, we were then told that we may have to pay the price of a life for this ritual. And in which case we did. We paid a life, and that was the adventurous, the beautiful, the cunning,
The
clumsy
DNPC.
Millicent. Anyway, that's a very tough loss. In any sense, we then found out afterwards that we needed to either have a choice of keeping these items, the Gestalt, or destroying them. And as a group, we came to the decision of destroying them. We found out that we can't do so in means from a blacksmith, and that we must go to a spot which has fires hot enough to break down these artifacts, which we then learned is a place called Dragonheart, which is located under Shadowcast Mines, which is a location that we have explored before. So it is within a day's travel, I understand, or
It was a couple of days, I think.
a couple of days
not far
travel.
away.
And we are now placed in Shadowcath. We've just been presented this information. We had an unholy night of fun, or mourning, and appreciation, I would say, of the now late Millicent. And I guess, I think where the story unfolds is that night concluded, and we know where we need to go. And as far as I'm aware, the party are yet to have a discussion of plans of how we're going to go about this mission. That's where I think we are.
Sounds about right.
Am I correct?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I feel that. That's right.
You also got summoned to the palace, and were made aware of the fact that the Empress wants you to take over from her because she just can't.
That's right.
handle it.
yes,
She
that
wants to
was
give us
actually where we
control of
concluded.
the city. Or
Ah.
the kingdom.
Yes,
We
that
are
was
the captain.
the.
We are the captain now. Yes.
Well, we haven't made any decisions on that. So that is where we are sitting.
Why is that fan not on?
That's a very good
It's not
question.
plugged
That's a
in.
great question. I'll sit
Someone
Can
else
somebody
plug it in?
remedy that?
Can you like grab the plug?
Oh, yeah.
Is there
place to plug
is
it
there
in?
a
That's
place
one of
to
the
plug it
kitchens.
in?
That's why I didn't plug it in. Cause I was like, oh, there's too many plugs here.
Is that thing full? Well,
Get a couple of dollars.
there's
You've got
no
those
there's
wires
no
on
there's
the
no
original.
room.
You've got these as well, Roman. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Take my thing out of it.
Who's on the most battery power?
Have to swap.
Mine's
Do,
like
do some
charging.
juggling, fucking juggling charges.
Isn't it charging?
You motherfuckers need to recharge your PCs before you come over. I'm not a bank. Like,
I'm
I
a
don't.
homeless person.
You're,
I can't recharge it.
Craig, you also get a pass.
Like, you're gonna have to move the whole
Oh,
van.
sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's not gonna fit.
Okay, so maybe put it in the lounge, in the kitchen.
And what's it blowing
Yeah.
onto?
Just let me test this going
Don't just
It's
point
not-
it downish
Just let me-
into the middle of the room so it makes a nice.
like that.
Slight gentle breeze.
Sink.
Sorry guys, it is about 35 degrees here in Australia today.
technical
and I can, I
difficulties.
can actually
Literally,
think sweat.
I was literally working in 35 degrees.
It
heat.
literally
That's
says
the-
extreme heat on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
heat wave warning.
Bro, I
Fucking-
almost
sorry for
died
the for
today.
the slight disruption.
Yeah,
it is
you and me both,
extremely
brother.
heated in this room. So.
I literally got no AC in my van. I'm out fucking in the sun in fucking
Yeah.
working on hot fucking cars.
Okay, so you're probably about as hot as I was.
Yeah,
man.
probably.
Like I was.
And then get in the van for no aircon to drive
I'm,
around in.
I'm in the gym,
Oh.
up on a tower, standing next to the steel roof, which is nothing but just steel.
no insulation.
No insulation. It's just steel right above me.
Just like a
like
hot plate
belaying
above your face.
kids.
Steel.
Dude, yesterday I like sweated through 2 different t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like they were just saturated, bro. I'm like fucking this cunt. This motherfucker has been my savior the last 2 days. He walked over today and just went. I was like, oh. Oh, and like yeah, and he brings me an ice cold Powerade, and I'm just like,
Just the cool.
Nice and refreshing.
And
It
the
was
cool.
great.
Nothing
dude.
fucking
Just
just
so
so
fucking
fucking
hot,
when you
man.
like that.
I mean, I've been working in aircon office and I've been sweating.
Oh,
No, this is
it was so fucking hot.
Just keep that one to yourself.
This gets.
Oh, that aircon isn't quite cold enough,
Yeah, I get.
Take like
They
fucking
turned
I
it
got
off
the
for 5 minutes.
sniffles.
I know
cool
it's
bags
like
and
one
fucking
man.
like big bowls of water and fucking
sent,
cordial and everything else just yeah.
I,
just to survive.
I hit the boss up today and gave him shit about sitting in the aircon. I'm like, oh boss, aircon makes you soft. And he goes, bro, I've paid my dues. Hey, like, all right, you get a pass. You get
Yeah,
a
that's a
pass.
solid objection, I reckon.
Like he's literally all he's done for 30 years is outdoor rec work.
Yeah.
So he gets
it's
a
kind of fair then.
Keep doing.
So, you guys have decided. It's about, what was it? It was about,
Morning time.
It was midday you were summoned to the palace, so it's just getting on to early evening now after you've gone to see the blacksmith and gone to... Oh no, it'd be about midday then, because we've gone to the palace. It'd be about 1 p.m. in Elkathym time. 55 degrees Celsius. Ooh, that's hot.
That's
It's like Death Valley.
doesn't seem like right. Yeah, unless it's like in the middle of the desert, I suppose.
Well,
It's California.
Where people live underground.
coming into character now.
I've got you one.
Yeah,
We'll sort it
I
out.
will send it to you.
So now, it seems we've found out we have a quest upon us.
First up, where are you having this conversation?
Aren't we out front?
Where are we
Finished
right
the
now?
tavern and we're up in the morning now. Yeah.
Yeah,
we get. Oh no, we got woken up.
No, we've already done stuff, and then we're.
Yeah.
You went...
Finished up with the Empress.
You decided, did you go to see Anthony first?
Yeah, I
and
think
then,
we
because
did.
you were like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know, maybe don't want to make the princess wait, the empress wait. So you went, but you still went and saw Anthony first.
I thought we
And-
were like, fuck the princess. Like,
Yeah,
let's,
you're
deal
like,
with,
fuck-
let's
like-
deal with our first shit
Okay,
first.
yeah. And then the princess, the empress summoned you, and now you've just left the empress's cathedral, and you're standing out the front on the big stone steps. It's about 2 p.m. in the sun, and the sun's out today.
Well, who's useful now? The Council of Shardakar. It's got quite a ring to it. What do you all think about that proposition that the Empress brought to the table?
I think it's about time we get that kind of recognition of all the hard work we've done around these lands.
Yes.
Would you agree, Lanthanus?
I think perhaps we should focus on the saving the world first before making sure there is a kingdom to even to run before these items get into the wrong hands.
It's probably a good idea.
You know, maybe a few adventures ago I would be a bit hesitant for saving the world, looking out for others, but I guess along the way I've started to find others useful, even if they're just useful in a small way, like a shopkeeper with a magical item, or a strange man who has a story of a magical item, and just anyone to do with magical items. If we can
Where's the mustard man?
save these people, I can see magical items appearing at the other end of that mission.
You got a fucking boner for magical items.
Sounds like he's in one of these magical moods, guys. I love it when he does that.
But
All over the magic.
if we're going to be saving the world, this place seems like somewhere very hot and very uncomfortable. So I propose we go to the marketplace and get supplies. What say, everyone?
That's a great idea.
What say you?
I'll go make something a bit special, Mark.
It's a great idea, Antique. Let's go to the marketplace. I want to go shopping.
There are no objections, so off we go. And I stride confidently with my chest popped right out, with my cronies heading directly to the marketplace.
He just called you his cronies.
Oh, I thought I made that suggestion.
What did you just say?
I didn't say a thing, Cyrus. I was just...
What's a crony?
I was practicing a spell, actually. I'll show you
I just
later.
imagine Antique walking aside and just holding me.
Could you raise me onto your shoulder? That's a little bit uncomfortable, Cyrax.
Sure.
And so we
Make your way to the
marketplace.
markets. All right.
Like a bunch of
To market, to buy a fat pig.
Like a bunch of
Serious.
goobers. Yep. I'm a gooby goober. You're a gooby goober. All right. You know the deal. Tell me what you're buying. Take the money off. Write it down.
So I am looking for a particular potion.
Oh fuck it. Here we go. Right.
It is a potion of growth.
What is it rated?
I think it's actually only uncommon. I think, or maybe rare.
Well, if it's rare, you know how much it's like 200 for rare? 200? 500? No,
think-
more than that.
I was going to say rare should
Oh.
be a bit more.
Take him to the cleaners.
Not like you on the strap.
You need a loan?
Uncommon, the recommended price for uncommon is 100 to
It's
500.
uncommon, yeah. According to
Yeah.
5e, roll20.net.
So between 100 and 500, that's up to the DM.
How many?
That is not the only thing I'm after, by the way.
Potion
I'm also
of, a
after
potion of growth.
potion of growth, yes, and I'm also after a potion of greater healing. The one we, is that what it's called?
That's the second one from the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's normal healing potion, greater healing potion, superior or supreme.
There is one greater healing potion.
I feel rude to take it, but I will try and.
I mean, might as well buy it.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely buy that then, 100%.
How many potion of healings are there in this specific place?
2.
Oh.
I've already got 2, so if anyone needs one,
And I've got 4 at the moment.
Oh, you got 4.
I don't
How
have
many you got?
many at all.
I've got 4 normal
Potion
potions.
of
So
healing, healing.
Potion of healing.
No, I don't have any. I don't know.
I'll
Need
probably
any.
grab them for you. Yeah.
someone grab them and then.
I'll definitely.
I mean, you've got a bunch of other healing anyway. Same as I've got healing word and.
Yeah, I can't heal, so.
Yeah.
So, and is there a potion of is it greater heal strength?
Giant strength. There's different levels of giant strength, I think. Let me find
And Teeth, your potion is 250 gold that you want to buy?
Yep.
Potion of growth?
And what about the potion of greater healing?
That's 500.
Okay. Yep. 750 is being removed.
So Craig, you had a healing and I think love that. Have you already done it or?
Sorry.
You guys add a healing if you want. Healing, but just grab the 2 there. Actually, you don't really need it, do you?
I do all the healing shit anyway.
Yeah, so you can buy different levels
Okay,
of.
you grab them both then, bro.
Yeah.
You can buy
grab
different
it,
levels
you might need
of
it.
giant potions of giant strength. There's
I've
5
got a
giant strength
couple.
gives you
I've got a couple,
strength
but I can always
25.
use more. I usually dingleberry people and then I can give them potions.
Sorry, I missed that.
So it's a potion of 5 giant strength, which is
Who's
rare,
free?
gives you
Here's a full dingle.
So,
bag.
so I've removed the
strength of
750,
25
and,
for 1 hour.
and in the midst of this conversation, I come up to I walk up to Gangor.
gives you like a plus.
Hello, Gangor.
Yeah. Plus 7 whatever.
So on
Just
top of 8,
wondering.
give me plus 15.
That item that you.
No. So it changes your strength to.
The shiny pearl?
So instead of plus
What does it
strength
do?
now,
I'm looking at it!
What?
18.
What are
Instead
you
of plus
on?
4.
It's a magical item, of course. I want to know more about it.
What is it with me doing and giving people everything?
plus 7.
I'm looking
plus
at
7
you
instead of plus
now.
4.
Yeah,
So you plus 3 on top of what you already got.
So
I know
potion,
it's
grab
associated with your young
fire
boy,
giants,
but
fire
I was very close to
That's if they're
Millicent.
available.
I feel
Mr. DM.
gravitated towards.
Um,
I
is
can't
there a-
hear you from just gun yelling.
It's okay. I'm going to say this wrong. Potion of fire giant strength.
Well, perfect.
Is that available?
Worth.
It's a rare item,
Rare item.
if it matters.
Let me think about that one, Gangor.
Yeah, walk on
See
that
how
and
lucky
look at
you
me
are.
powder, wouldn't I?
Choose a number between 1 and 6.
2.
You're not very lucky.
None in there? Fair enough. Potion of giant strength. Just a regular potion. I think it's just a.
Well,
Is it
yes,
common?
the uncommon one is
Legit
heal giant
exchange.
strength.
Just got a little common strength. Yeah, is there any balance of that?
That's available.
You can have a vial of that.
Yeah, can I grab one?
Yep, 200.
It's like a happy person.
Yeah.
He gets
What potions might I want?
I poker face, but as I turn around,
I have.
I'm biting to left.
I've solved it.
face.
Sam's got a message.
Yeah.
It's all good.
No one sees it though.
I got you. Thank you.
This all behaviour.
And this time the lemon face isn't from the smell.
What else would be used for a battle? For a,
And teeth, you may continue yelling.
apart from giant the hill strength.
Well, I
Internally. Internal monologue.
essentially I attempted to talk to Gangor about an item that he possesses, and he prefers to look at it.
Which
I
item?
mean, anything.
The pearl of power, the one that was accused,
Is the oil of sharpness.
Yeah.
so I can't give it
It's,
to
very,
him
it's
now.
very rare though, so you've got maybe
Okay, well,
available, but
I just give it
Basically
to him.
gives you- it makes you
My shiny
weapon.
pearl.
He declined. He
Basically
declined.
makes you a weapon of plus
Which is totally
an
fair.
hour.
That's my shiny
So
pearl.
plus 3 to attack and damage.
So
For 1 hour.
potion
Totally
of
fair.
sharpness.
Oil of sharpness.
Oil of sharpness. One more request. The
Oil
oil
of
of sharpness,
sharpness?
number 2.
Oil
No,
It is very rare.
Number 2 is really lucky.
Shark.
It's a
Okay.
consumable that, yeah. It gives you, basically turns your weapon into a plus 3 magical weapon for an hour. It's pretty
Is
pretty
there an
baller.
under?
There isn't a weaker version, unfortunately, of
You
that.
guys are strong enough, but how many hit points do you have now?
100.
Aren't you all level what?
9.
Curious to see what your character.
Oh, level 9, yeah.
It's
My
a-
character's
it's a
dead.
Man fresh, it's a man fresh, man flesh, and it's a
I
man
guess
fresh.
also.
It's not.
Oh well, I let everyone purchase their goods. Has anyone any further exchanges they need to go?
Oh well, obviously I'd like to get something. No, I'm just gonna make some fire.
I fucking knew it. I almost said it before. I almost
Gang
said
on
it
opening
before.
shops. He
Gangle-
just needs more fire.
Gangor sits down in the middle of the market and starts making fire arrows.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
He did you sit there?
And every time I get within range, he just glances back at his pearl.
It's my shiny.
He'll just toss it to you by the end of the night.
On that note, so what potions did you get there, Lathinus?
There are none that take my fancy. I think I have enough magic and skill to
Probably will.
get through what we need to get through, I believe.
You know what? I don't doubt that. What about you, Cyrax? Did you
No,
pick
we
up
didn't.
anything along the way?
It's a great question, Anteeth. I grabbed myself the greater. God damn, I keep forgetting the name of this freaking potion. What's it called? The Hill Giant Strength Potion. I'm gonna get
Potion of make me strong.
extra strong.
That sounds very useful.
Very useful. Unfortunately, the specific item I was looking for, I wasn't lucky enough to get.
Oh.
I've got a natural organic juice. Very into that if you're interested.
I would not suggest drinking that potion.
Try to avoid your juices.
It's called
We've done a few
Gangle
juice
Swamp
cleanses over these
juice.
past couple months. It didn't go well for Cyrax. That's why they call me Shitrax.
Who's there's only test? That'll make you strong.
Okay. Coming back.
Remind me
Back
what
to
spells
full.
I
Back to
have.
full.
Ooh, that was lucky.
Well, I see.
Someone frogged me hard.
What does that
Read
mean?
your messages.
I don't want to.
No, read them.
I don't want
Read them.
I don't want
Read them.
I don't want
Read it.
You can't
And
read me.
I won't. You'll have to eventually. I'll just not talk to you on any other media.
spam.
Have we done
every
something to
night
annoy you?
For every day.
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, what are you doing?
Sorry that we were incomprehensible at that moment. We were all just excited from the marketplace adventures. But now,
Yes.
is everybody ready with all of their items?
Yes, I am.
Off to
I'll
the mines we
take-
go.
I will take the opportunity to grab what you need. The bag, I'm gonna need a bag.
Oh, what about a tray?
How about I'll smash your face?
We're in the marketplace, Gango. You know I don't have my skeletons.
I passed it to you, and you ain't ever given it back.
This is the first time you've asked for it.
Well, I have it.
Here you are.
We should have a game where you guys just face off against each other.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
I love your team.
Level our characters up to level 20. and
I love your
just go nuts.
team.
I'm not
Yet to
DMing that
understand
shit.
We don't need to. We just,
Love
I'm
work,
just
but
gonna
we're
throw a
self-DM'd.
I've got a better idea, but we'd all have to
You're
pick up the
useful.
lanterns first. If we've got 1-to-1
Yeah,
to this, we'd be
if
in
it
trouble.
means
I'll
this much
resurrect
to you,
Millicent.
I won't mess about
Take my
with you
ring back.
anymore. I was messing about with
Oh, so you did pass it over.
messing about you were. I was not going to say anything, but I was.
you. I saw you boiling up. It was hilarious.
Is that, did you
For
hear that?
everyone except for me.
You're alright, lad.
Yeah, ASMR.
So, Gangor
You two guys
has
crack me up. Let's get the hell out of here.
Gangor has now
Typical.
handed me the pearl of power. So,
And
Ultimate,
There.
but not quite ultimate power.
I will remove it.
Okay, so the Pearl of Power has been handed over. It takes you an hour to attune to it.
yep, and the bag of holding is in Gangor's.
And Gangor
Okay.
now has the bag of holds. So, poor lad that doesn't have any magical items.
Yeah, she knows. She's got a flaming sword.
Okay, you got it.
She's got
And she's hot.
Let me rephrase that. No,
That
cool.
came with the magic.
She's got cool magic.
I
Anyway,
can give you some magic, Rick.
She doesn't need any DLC. It's just the full package deal from the get-go.
I mean, paladins, like, yeah, they can do pretty much everything they want.
I'm gonna put on my half plate so I don't have good stuff.
get your disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just been like,
Alright. It seems like before the end, I'm gonna have to strap up. So, let me throw on this bit of shiny. Because, you know, we look nice with me clothes. What do you guys reckon?
I think it's a great idea, Gango.
You know, I've always appreciated a step up from your usual clothing, Gangor, so it's head in the right direction.
Does that mean we're going to see you in the front line of this battle?
I'm looking at slapping and chopping.
Yes. I've been waiting for this day for years.
I think we're looking like the afternoon, start of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can start to head on our way. You know, this doomsday thing could really kick into place anytime, and I don't really like the idea of being an instrument towards destruction of everything. I want the stories to be Antef the Useful Wizard. So let us go. Unless anyone has any other things they need to take care of.
I've got to take a shoot first.
Meet back here in an hour.
I only need a minute.
What?
Not right here! Gango, no! Just
Gangor goes to
He's
pull his
already
pants down.
signed.
You're no!
No, I don't give inspiration, but that was hilarious.
wait, I need it. I do need it.
Make sure you wipe your ass
Well-
before you come back.
I'm the DM, cunt. Stop arguing about it.
No, I know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Done.
Nick was loud.
I'm loud. Good. I'm the
No, I
fucking
think-
DM. I'm supposed to be loud.
Yes, I just wander
Is this
off.
loud?
Wander off.
That
One-
mic is gonna smell so good.
Was that loud?
Was that ASMR please?
Oh, that was out of
I'm not
shot.
as
Oh,
well.
that was just out of
Oh, was it
shot.
like a,
Yeah, Yeah, it's out of shot.
We got an R-rated stream.
Yeah.
Well, TOS. TOS.
Yeah, you've got to, you know.
Tune in tonight. We're going
What's the
red
question? Okay, Raven. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What's the question? What's the question? Will we doing a session 0?
Oh.
I think she was commenting on the fact that we were all being really loud, but then she couldn't hear when you were answering questions because you were being quiet.
Excited.
I think that's what she was talking about.
My mic's not close enough. I turned it up and now I put it closer to my face.
It wasn't close enough when it was dead, right?
So that, see when you throat it.
Look,
Apparently not.
okay.
Must be something in between those
I can
two.
see that I'm almost on Reddit just talking normally now, so... You've forgotten now. Okay. I love you, Raven.
Well,
All right.
you remember.
So you guys... Are you going to head to the I'm not... What are you doing?
We are making a move. We've all unanimously decided that we're happy to venture into the eve
Yes.
towards the Shiny Cap mine, specifically where Dragonheart is supposedly rumored. That sounds like it's the fact.
Anthony's going to come with you.
Yeah, cool. And we've got Anthony coming with.
Big Tony.
Anyway, so
Big Tony.
Big Tony.
I
Big
would just
Tony.
say, you know, just leading the way, we would go to the stables and get our horses.
Yep.
In which case, yeah, we would then begin our travels in the direction of
Of the Shadowcath Mines. That's great. That's lovely, lovely to hear. So... You're catching... You're going to take your horse and carriage?
Horses and carriages.
And who's sitting where in the horses and carriages? Who's driving?
So Lanthanus would be travelling in the carriage, being chauffeured around like the amazing
I'm
champion that he is.
definitely riding the carriage with me chest broad, the hair.
Are you driving,
Hair in
Gangor?
the
Coat
wind.
flapping the back going, oh, I'm
I mean, sorry, actually, to take the wheel. But I mean,
So, Gangor,
yeah.
are you driving?
Yes.
Give me a fucking animal handling.
Can you even handle my animal?
He's not sitting in the carriage.
we get out of it. I'm driving on the way out.
Keep up with me and have a chat.
I'm bloody driving on the way out.
That's a good idea.
Look,
Lanthanus
Xarax,
is
I
just,
can sit next to you if
playing
you want to
his
ride the
lute.
carriage on the way back.
Singing ballads that are definitely have a more somber
I would love...
note to them.
24.
Okay. Nice.
First roll.
So, yeah, give me a pecking order of where you're sitting in the carriage. That's a bird that's not inside the carriage.
I'm assuming it's carriage with like
Gangor's the one with the staff.
seats at the front, seats at the back, some facing forward, some facing backwards.
Where are you going to be, Lavatha?
Right.
There?
Outside.
So she's
Having a
chatting
bit of a
again.
chat.
Is Farah...
It's a bit boring riding at the back.
It's
I'll be sitting next to Ganga. We've had a bit of like a hearty moment.
Cool.
I'll be positioned in the front next to him, yeah.
Are you guys in a square there? Yes, good. Squares. Indeed.
Yeah, if there's only me and Cyrax in the car, I suppose I'd be
So it'd be like my friend
on the back
is
seat facing
in
him,
that
he's on the
square.
front seat facing me.
Sorry, he's sitting there just kind of like bopping his head to the
Music?
Anthony's music, just pumping himself up.
So you've got a couple of days.
Alright, set off.
Total party kill.
Everyone dead.
And a meteor strikes the ground. And you're bloody dead.
TPK.
New characters come and
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
So you travel through the night. Do you travel through the night?
not through the night. I think we'll travel a bit of ways out of town, make some camp, just to make a bit of headway into the journey.
Lovely evening through the forest.
On the camp on the first night, I would summon.
If we get there,
Oh yeah.
let's see if we get there first.
What a lovely evening through the forest, you see.
That's the plan.
So you guys get to your camp for the first night.
Yep.
Set up.
A couple hours out
Do you?
of town.
Yeah,
so
a couple
while we're at
hours
the
out of
camp
town.
spot, and Teeth, flicks his robe up a bit, walks to the side. Hang on! Some remains? Bone remains in that bag?
You did not grab everything that I asked you to, then.
Oh, it's still in the bag!
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't smell it. I'm just so used to it these days, mate. I'm good. Burned out me nose. Yeah.
Tip the remains on the ground and pull out my wand, aiming it at the pile of bone remains, and I start chanting, and you see the remains start to manifest and forming into 2 mounds and starting to build these skeletons from the ground up. Casting Animate Dead to bring forth 2 skeletons to act as our night watchers.
Night watch skeleton. Catch.
Oh, yeah.
Skeleton.
Night watchers. So I'll be like, yeah. Night and watchers. Night watchers.
You use the carriage representation.
Cool. So this is the plane in which we are camping. What do you
Well,
say?
that's the travel.
Yeah, and you're gonna
That's the travel
you,
map.
you go throughout the night without any incident,
Set up the hut.
and you set out again the next
bring
morning.
everything, and then off we go. With
Yep. Okay. Cool.
some
So
skeletons. I mean, they don't get lost, so they can just
yeah, they can just
walk alongside. You just give them drag behind.
Oh no, they're not back.
Just
Yeah.
stow them on the back.
I have not seen that Raven. Sorry, no. Something I should look at, I assume. Yep. So on the wake of the morning.
You wake bright and early on the morning of the
How many
126th
skeletons
day.
Just 2 that night.
Could you have done more?
I could have, yes. And then in the morning, I will. Sorry, people. Yep, there it is. Okay, so in the morning, everyone, if they were to see what Antique was doing, I would be nose deep in my books, looking, and I apply the feature called cantrip formulas, and I will be replacing my cantrip create bonfire, and I will be replacing it with what's it? Blades around me. What is it?
Blade ward. Blade ward, I believe.
Blade ward.
I think that's what it's called.
Yep. So I'm just exchanging my cantrip. I'm removing create bonfire and replacing that with that cantrip.
It sort of gives you
It does.
Resistance?
Everything. No, everything around me takes like a 1d6 damage.
okay. Might be no.
It's if I'm
I think
surrounded.
it's called sword burst.
Sword burst. That
She's
is
like
correct.
right
Yeah. There's a different one which
here
gives you protection. I thought you were talking about.
to Craig's left.
Yep. So
That's
I've
my
I've
right.
replaced create
Right at it,
bonfire
right in the
with
blind
sword
spot.
burst.
Hey.
Does anyone else have any actions they want to do in the morning?
I usually poo at about 8 p.m., 8 a.m.
Yep.
Can't help it. It's the coffee.
The shrimp action.
Landsmith does a very artistic elvish shit.
Comes out in like the
It's like
space.
Mr. Whippy, like unicorn shit.
No, it'd be like
It's
in the
sprinkles.
shape
What
of
colour is
a treble clef, like you know the thing
Yeah,
that starts
with
the start, with at the start of a
She
music
does,
like
does it on the
stand.
ground. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just strums out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gangos is just plain ass.
For those of you watching, this is like the first time like with
Look.
like Sam's expressed what Lanthanus is just doing on the side, and he starts off with the McDonald's Sunday poop.
He does unicorn poop.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey,
Great.
Cyrax is just laser focus, ready.
What? I thought everyone did
He
this.
knows
In the
what's
Fable
going
Isle,
on.
this is
Ending
normal.
game.
Cyrax is laser focused, taking his poop.
Wasn't
It
that
shoots
bad?
out of his ass and makes a big hole in the ground, smoking.
Because Cyrax just snuck a little bit of Gangle's juice in.
Oh,
Shit and bricks.
Literal bricks. And so you take off towards the mountain. You see ahead of you everybody give me a perception check. Lavitha,
First roll of the day.
you can have advantage because because you're outside of the carriage and you're seeing a bit better.
It's the thrill of the fat rolling that one.
I rolled a nat 1 as well.
Wow.
Oh!
No, so roll 2 dice
roll
and
two
pick the
dice.
highest. Do you even play D&D, bro?
First time.
My perception bonus is better
In a long
now.
time.
Oh,
No,
you
you've-
meant to
you've-
roll these dice.
You've had 3 sessions. You should know everything.
Don't say you keep your first roll.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you
It's
keep
fine.
rolling.
It's fine.
Whatever.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Dirty
It's
20.
about the same anyways,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Dirty 20, yeah.
And then I choose whichever one's the better
Sort of
one.
my-
Yeah, there's no life or death repercussions with this roll, so I think that's
Yeah.
Either way,
Wait, I don't want to say that too loud.
one
4?
was significantly better than the other one anyway.
14. Lavathon?
19.
19.
Nat 1.
Another nat 1.
Dirty 20.
You guys hear from behind you the sound of more hoofs. And as
What's that drawing us?
you didn't hear shit, cunt.
Why am I asking?
Did you hear
I think
that?
No, he didn't
you
hear.
hear
You hear nothing.
Horses is related to the.
Ain't that a
I have a
beautiful
7
evening out here?
So
I hear some
Lavatha
good-
and Lanthanus,
Here's some shit.
as you're galloping along, you hear to the rhythm, because you're very astute at listening to horse hooves. You've been listening to them your whole life, and you recognize the sound of the horses that you run with, and your horse hooves as familiar as looking in the mirror. There's those sound, but there's a fourth, another single set of hooves.
One single set.
Of hooves running behind. From it sounds like what's behind you, but when you glance around and look back, you see nothing there. Also, Lanthanus, your elf ears tweak up, and through the chaos of noise that is the carriage ride, you can hear a rustling of bushes ahead of you.
I stop mid-strum, look to Cyrex. I think we might have company. Quickly strap the shield to my arm and go to climb onto the roof of the carriage.
As you're strapping the shield to your arm, Gangor and Anteeth, you see in front of you, from out of the tree canopies, 2 figures leap up, legs in the air, coming down towards you. Off to the side, Lanthanus, looking out to your left window, you see another figure jumping. And Lavatha, you finally turn around and see a horseman riding up on you.
Bruce!
Oh, yeah. Intimidation. One last time, baby.
You know what? I'll give it to you. Roll.
Inspiration.
You don't have inspiration.
Yeah, but maybe you should have it.
So you fail your intimidation roll and scare Farah off. She won't be back till the end of the round. No, I'm done. You're done. That's it. You're done. Get rid of Farah. Alright?
Punishment.
Come back to save the day.
I need the rest of you to fuck it, roll initiative.
Yeah, boy! First time with the +5! Bring it on!
I love it, baby.
You tell me how to DM my game, baby.
Oh, daddy.
You get punished.
You should know this already, Craig. Like, really. How long have we been playing this game?
You know what? I'm not even mad because I test my luck every fucking time.
Sorry,
You scream so loud that Farah just freaks out. Drangor winces away from you. Farah's gone off through the trees. You don't know when she'll be back. Maybe should have had inspiration.
My question is, are we still in motion?
Okay. I need D20s, not D6s. I only need D6s for you. Oh, that's not the book I want. How fun are random encounters?
We're
gonna smash
a lot better when you have inspiration.
Wow, you keep going on
Very
about it. You're
good.
gonna keep getting punished, bro.
Alright, I'm done.
Good.
Because I don't have mage armor on right now.
Oh,
Hide in the carriage. You'll be right. Sorry, I don't have my prep. I don't have my prep spells on either. So.
Not enough to spend. Jeez.
Okay, 2 Shadow Blades. Oh, fucking great dex roll, bro.
Sick deck roll.
Cat. Good on you, cat.
There we go, the honey and olive.
I don't even know what the fucking horse is. Another. Do me a favour, can you put that dude on the same base as the horse? Just so I've got someone to mark it.
Like that?
Like that, perfect. And who else have I got there? Those two and that one. And that guy. No, they're all the same, so I've only got 2. Alright, mother truckers. Who got 20 to 25?
Really? Nobody?
Nobody got 20 to 25. Wow, I thought this was a level 9 party.
oh wait, what do we add anything to that?
What are
Yeah.
your initiative bonuses?
Oh, no.
I was like, yeah.
So you only have like +1.
Okay, 15 to 20.
16 is alright.
19.
18.
19 for Lavathar.
18 for Lanthanus.
The L's going first. Shit,
16.
Anybody else?
Was it
Really?
just
The
a
alert
gang?
ranger rolled shit, did they? And no prep spell.
10 to 15.
12.
12.
Oh, +8. Yeah.
I haven't
12.
got that casted. Oh no, you're talking about.
Yeah, these are +8.
I rolled,
Yeah, I rolled
I rolled a
shit.
5 plus 1 6.
Look at you go, Antique.
No prep.
No gift of alacrity or mage armor, so.
He's got my
Adventurers.
yeah!
The adventurers cockiness. Oh, we won't have a combat on the way.
Right. I wanted to bring back the carriage, like just blast from the past. How good was?
I don't have a spell just to fuck them off.
Yeah,
now,
right.
It was lovely in the forest till you ruined it.
Nah, it's fuck shit up.
Let's fuck it up.
I actually believe it's the morning-ish. Not nighttime.
It is
Yeah,
indeed the morning-ish. Be about 8 a.m. Adventurers rise early and they get off.
And just remember, you're currently piloting the car.
That's right, I can headbutt.
Okay, so
Use me spear. Incoming spear.
Lavathar, you're up first, and I would dearly love for you.
Which one, the one in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna check
Before you
that.
do anything, Lavathar, I'd really love for you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Here we go.
Just to see if you can keep up.
What do you mean?
Well, you're gonna be attacking something and running and doing all your shit. I want to make sure you can.
Am I running forward still?
Yeah, we're still in motion.
Or am I turning around and running backwards?
I don't care. It's still going to take your dexterity saving throw to do whatever you want to do in your turn.
Ah.
No,
Some
it's like how
agility.
how agile she is.
Oh.
That's yeah.
That's
Dexterity is about to have agile and
Where is
that kind of stuff.
Dexterity, so it's
Fix
the
things
plus
like
under your dex.
acrobatics or your ability to pick locks or
Yay.
other shit like that.
What happened?
9.
A 9. Unfortunately, Lavathar, you get a stone in your hoof and you stumble as the carriage and you pull away.
Oh.
To be left behind is from the carriage
That's alright.
by a couple of feet, by 20 feet or so as the carriage careens and it. What would you like to do for your turn?
So. So that's double after I get back up again. Dust myself off as quickly as possible.
Does she lose like movement speed for that, or she can try and catch up?
Yeah.
She lost her movement. Look.
That's it. Yeah, that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
So I
as in
thought
like,
I was
I
like-
don't.
We're
like,
moving.
After I stand up, I can't move again.
You can move again.
Oh, so I do get movement.
Yeah, but you're behind now, so
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah, that's right.
what you've cocked.
That's fine. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Which Is that on all 4 of them?
Yeah, so it's that whole model is the one base.
Okay,
Yeah, it
so
takes
it's a
4
really big
squares.
creature.
And to make things
It's a
easier, you
large
can only really hit the rider. The horse doesn't have an intelligent factor or attacks. It's just a horse.
Yeah.
If you kill the horse, won't the rider fall off?
Yeah. I mean,
Make a
essentially, you
ride.
could attack the whole thing.
Very brutal of you, by the way.
Right.
I mean, that's.
Make a morale check for me.
Die, horse, die!
I mean, I'm not saying that's necessarily what you want to do.
Like, she is half horse,
You're
so...
not going to get it.
I've actually got a question about, like, as far as, because I know charge as bonus action, charge with hooves. It's like you move 30 feet and then you can charge with hooves. Does that only count as one attack? Can you then still do your action as another
I
attack?
believe from memory.
It's a bonus
I
action.
believe what happens is if you move at least 20 feet towards a target,
Yeah.
and then if you hit them with a melee attack, so you can use your sword to hit them,
Then I can still do
then
the
you can
hooves
use a bonus
after.
action to.
So do I
use the
still get
hooves
the
afterwards?
2 melee and then the bonus action
Yes.
of the hooves?
Yes.
Although
yeah.
you couldn't,
That's
you couldn't
fine.
use your bonus action to light your sword on fire. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Yeah.
So it's either the sword or the hoof sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. So you can make a choice.
Sword or the hooves, which one's it gonna be?
Alright.
Fiery
Sword
sword
or
of
the
death
hooves.
or
Please show
hammering hooves of
me.
death.
Hammering hooves of death.
I mean, everything's about death.
Alright.
Life isn't.
What would my character
Well,
do?
actually, yeah. it
D&D
is.
is.
Bonus action. Stands up because she's lost.
You didn't.
the
You didn't.
flank.
You didn't fall down. You're running along and you stumbled a little bit.
Oh,
Got a
just
hoof
stumbled. Okay.
stuck just a little bit, and it sort of put you off a little bit as you were riding along, trying to keep up with your party. You stumbled a little and got left by the wayside for 20 or so feet, and now you get back up on your
So
turn.
I charge up,
Yep, perfect.
and I light my sword on fire as I'm charging.
So you take your bonus action to
Take
light
my
your
bonus
sword.
action to light my sword on
Lovely,
fire.
jubbly. And what would you
And
like to
I
do with that flaming sword?
My first attack.
Lovely.
So
I would like you to roll to hit.
yeah. So it is 2d6. I might need to borrow some dice again. D6.
Well, you got to roll to hit first, dude.
Yeah, and I'll get all the dice together.
Okay.
I'll need them anyways.
Okay.
And then
Literally
I'll-
takes many one out of there. As long as I go back in, that's
Because
all.
then as long, yeah, I put them back.
Those are my B-side dice that I haven't even opened for a while.
Oh, I'll
Keep
just
them
take
Back up.
It's like backup dice.
2.
These are my main sets. Those are my backup dice.
Intelligent.
Huh?
When I
Horse is
yeah.
intelligent.
Give me a wisdom check. Give me an intelligence
So I got
check.
fire damage and my
Nature
2
check?
damage. That one goes
No,
in.
intelligence.
Thank you.
He wants me to fail.
No, I
Alright.
don't want you to fail.
No, I'll probably
I want to
do
see
it.
if Gangor knows that if horses are intelligent.
Sweet. So then.
How intelligent?
You've never really had a sustaining conversation with a horse, like you would have with Farah. But that doesn't mean that they're not. Maybe this horse just had a bad day and didn't want to talk to you.
I'm pretty
Oh.
sure you've seen my character talk to animals before. By the way.
I think talk to other animals. I can't remember if we talk to the horses.
They sort of have an intelligence.
We're not brain dead, but they're not.
Yeah, one of my
Have you got anything
Striking up
else?
riveting conversation.
Did you roll to hit? What did you get?
What is that plus again?
It's
Oh,
your,
yeah.
it's your,
Oh, it's not
Flame
that one.
tongue.
That's plus 9. Okay, 9.
Yep.
30, 20.
20, yeah.
Dirty 20. That hits. Would you like to roll attack damage for me, please?
Here's some I prepared earlier.
Here's some I prepared went and got my thing?
So you did do your sword on fire trick.
Flame on.
Flame on, bitch.
So, fire damage.
Destroy it.
10. 6. 10, 16. Oh no, sorry, 5, 10, 11.
11 damage, very nice.
And then plus the fire damage of 10.
So 21 damage.
21 damage total.
Okay.
Unless it's fire resistant, which is why I separated.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are you doing with your second attack?
Same damn thing.
Same damn thing, roll the hit. 24. That also hits.
Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 14. Nope. 19.
Lovely. Would you like to do anything else?
Those are my 2 attacks, my movement, and my bonus.
You still have a bit of movement left, wouldn't you?
No.
Okay.
Don't you have like 40 foot movement usually?
Yeah, you got 40 movement.
I mean,
I have 40 foot.
yeah, so you couldn't, I mean,
So if because if I dash to 30, can I still move after even?
you can't dash, but you can move you 20 feet, attack, and then move another 20 feet. But at the same time, if you leave their range, you'll get an attack.
Yeah, if you leave my
range.
range, I'll get an attack
Yeah.
of opportunity.
So if you go too far, you could go around to the front.
So if I'm like 1 square in front of it,
On diagonal, that counts.
Diagonally.
Yeah. So you can move up to there without getting attack of
Good.
opportunity.
You want to keep
So
facing that way.
can I roleplay that?
Yeah,
Please.
definitely.
We're not
You ride
stationary.
through and
Alright.
strike as you ride through it and then ride around.
Hmm?
You ride like and strike as you.
Blade as
ride
quick
past
as a
him.
whip. Crang chang as you ride past him on the horse. Lanthanus, it's your turn, buddy.
Cool.
And Cyrex, you're on deck.
Wait a second. Wait, did you say you wanted to roleplay that?
Yeah, I was gonna let it go.
You sure? think
I
that's
thought you were
strong from
joking.
you,
Like you were going to roleplay your movement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole bit.
Do it.
No, it's fine.
No, do it.
Describe
think
your
you do. I don't
actions
think you-
in the most fantastical way possible.
Please tell me how you do
This
this.
is the whole game. This is the whole game.
So-
So.
Before all my roll attacks, Alright. So I shake the stone out of my hoof, dash up to the rider in front, full of fury, lights her sword on fire. By the gods be with me! I take 1 strike at the horse. Doosh! I hit for whatever damage it was. Doosh! Wide
Okay.
strike. So, I hit.
That was middle.
Then,
Sorry, did you go for the horse?
the rider on the
Oh, the
horse.
rider. Okay.
Did you go for the horse or did you go for
No,
the
I
right
went for the
on?
rider on the horse.
Okay,
Okay, alright. I hit for the first strike of damage.
because you said the
The
horse.
first splash of blood. Ha ha ha.
As your
She tastes.
as your sword slices through the flesh, the blood splats on your face. You taste it in your mouth.
She's filled with fury. She takes another swipe, hitting again. Her teammate's on her mind. She decides to dash forward in front of the horse, stopping him for whatever motion she can to help those in the carriage still move forward. Thank you.
Oh.
We're gonna just call it shit.
Lanthanus, your turn, mate.
So Lanthanus, so he's got his shield strapped onto his arm, does he?
Mm-hmm.
He will try and, with a deft maneuver, try and swing onto the roof of the carriage, out the window or door, or open the door and
Mm-hmm.
elfie acrobatics move up to the top of the roof to survey the enemies that are presented before them. So does the guy on the horse look like more of a leadery type and
No.
the others the sort of thing? You can't
The only one
tell.
that's dressed differently. Give me a perception check.
I was going to say, what do they appear like?
Actually, no. Stop. Before you do that,
Yes.
give me your athletics, your acrobatics check to get on the roof for me.
I will do that, certainly.
Come on, whippy boy.
That's a 16.
Beautiful.
I
Nice.
do have a plus 11, I rolled 5.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Leopardus, what do your elf eyes see?
So you definitely flip up onto the roof. And as you land, squatted in that position, you look around. Give me that perception check.
That's a 16 as well.
Cool. You notice the one on the front right-hand side is dressed differently. Seems more regal to you. The other 3, the same elf warriors that you've encountered before.
Yeah, dark elves.
Yeah.
The drow.
Like
Yeah.
front.
Front.
So the
On
one
the
close
right.
to Gangor.
The one that looks different is different. I mean, the one at the front.
that looks
Yeah.
different.
These 3 are the same.
This one's a cheeky
Okay.
one.
So the one on the horse doesn't look any different. Okay.
No.
He's just the one who got to ride the horse on the
Uh-huh.
rear. Cool.
I only had 1 horse.
Maybe he's got gimpy legs.
He was the rear guard.
Yeah, okay. No, cool. Seeing that, I will look at the look at the one that looks a bit different, and if I wanted to try and jump, flip, to land next to him and strike at him, is that something I could do? Given that we're in movement, my plan would be jump, strike, and then use my bonus action to face step away back onto the roof of the carriage.
Alright, like
Is my idea.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
but that's what I
That does sound
would try and sort of do.
you're like a little like
Which side do you want to come
feather
out?
in the wind.
Right or the
like
left?
teleporting.
Well, so it would have been.
Exactly.
There's doors only on one side, right?
There's doors on both sides.
Okay.
These
Well, I
are
would
on
have gone
top.
whichever was the closest to me at the time.
Aren't
Well,
you
you're
already
in
on
the middle.
top?
So.
This door or that door? Which way do you want to go?
So yeah, I would have gone to not past the skeleton, but just.
You want to come?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you
Half of
definitely
least
jump out
resistance.
onto the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. To get to him, you would have to sort of jump,
Jump
jump,
between us.
jump. Okay. I want 3 dexterity saves.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay. Yeah. Give me 3 acrobatics checks.
Okay, we'll try that.
And we're gonna go. Here we go. DC 12, DC 13, DC 16.
Alrighty.
Read those rolls.
Alright.
I know, nice giving you your DCs.
Let's see.
DC
Let's we
12.
fail on the first one. That's 26. That's 18. That's just the 16.
Nice.
5 on the last one. He's up here, he sparkles. He basically a few leaps as he's doing flips, his sword comes out. To land on the last one.
That is your movement for the turn.
Yes. I
Lovely.
mean that's that would take all my movement anyway, so that makes sense.
Roll to hit, my friend.
Those magical legs!
Oh yeah, you got magical legs, alright. My magic legs.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a strut that was from the first episode. It was the introduction of him. He had a majestic walk to him.
Everything
He's
about
got
him is
magic
majestic.
legs.
Well, that's where it came from.
Some of those rolls, bro.
So first attack. Yep. That would be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. I will do my defensive flourish with my necrotic damage. Defensive flourish. Necrotic is black. Defensive flourish is gold. And whatever is that one. So we got 7, 14 plus 8 is. What did I say? It's 22.
22 damage.
7's necrotic damage if that matters, and the rest is magical slashing damage.
No, doesn't matter.
So yes, 22, and I have a plus 3 AC, so AC bumps to 22 for the next round. Second attack is much higher, it's like a 27,
Hits.
and then I will roll the same thing without that one, so necrotic and normal damage. Ooh, that's big. That's another 22. Another
Nice.
22 damage total. And I would give him a glare of fury as his wintry complexion is suddenly amplified by his fey magic, staring into this creature's soul to try and frighten him as I blink out of existence and reappear back on the top of the cart. At a
Nice.
face step, he has to make a wisdom saving throw DC 17 or he's frightened.
He fails.
Cool, so he is frightened of me for, let me find out how long. Where are we? Until the end of my next turn. He is frightened. So it just means on his attack, or if he makes any attacks, he can't move closer to me, and any attacks he makes are a disadvantage.
Cool.
Mark off my bonus action, mark off my, where are we, blah 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 blah, my bardic inspiration, which I've used one of, And yeah, Lantinus is now back on the card.
Lovely. So, he, the drow just
Stagger him.
slashes across his face and chest.
Does he
And he
fall
looks
off?
at you with fear in your eyes as you see the fear in his eyes as you blink away. Cyrax, it's your turn.
Who's the drummer?
So just
Hmm?
so I'm clear out there, it's just that's linked to
Yeah,
the
where's the-
top.
Oh,
There,
yeah.
sorry. Is that?
You can leave this over with you if you want.
Thank you so
And you
much.
can pick and choose whatever you want.
I only need a couple more days.
is on the roof.
Yeah.
My divine smite. I forgot about that.
Is that one of the
Can't forget that.
I know, right?
Any
It's half
on the roof?
forever.
Just remember, this is one fight
So
of
in
the day.
that case,
There may be more.
Yeah, right?
So you don't have to go through all your videos.
Doris is gonna climb on top.
The divine
Give me an
smite.
acrobatics check. I mean, yes,
Right.
acrobatics.
He just reef himself up.
Just pops the roof off and
12.
think so.
That's a fail.
Oh shit.
You try to get out onto the roof, but as you try to climb out through the window, you get stuck. Shoulders too big to get out the small passage window, and you step back inside to reconsider your options.
I'm not to walk sideways.
Oh shit.
Got shoulders too thick.
What about,
Alright, so
what about the
I
other
guess-
direction?
Oh man, I should have done those shoulder presses at the pub from Ellie.
Oh yeah!
She's shoulder pressing the whole thing. Alright, so Cyrus shakes his head off and goes, oh, that sucked.
You can try again, but it'll be an increased DC.
Increase these.
What about you tried somewhere else?
Nah, so
Or you could try something else.
Yeah, so Cyrus is just gonna whip around and more face towards this way and go, oh. Alright. Grabs his javelin, his left hand. He's ambidextrous, by the way, I didn't mention that. It's stupid.
I remember that in the backstory.
Yeah, so he just launches a javelin at the front fella in front of Antique. Like,
Lovely, roll to
just
hit.
the side of the carriage.
So you hang out the window.
Yes.
And launch a
dirty
javelin.
20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Nice.
That's where.
It's a very dirty 20 after that fail.
Look, we can't all be athletically prowess.
Nah. Can imagine
Some of us
Cyrus.
Can't be all as
Cyrus
acrobatic
goes
as
like
an
that.
elf.
He's pretty swole to get through that little window.
Yeah, the chap's
Took me a minute to work out why you
through
failed.
doors sideways.
That was a really good reason.
It's just
Too
Mace can
stock.
play
Little
that.
deltoids.
Sorry, Mace.
I figured he can't get
Maybe while
angles.
stationary, he could probably orchestrate it. Maybe.
Cool.
You can just go through the ceiling.
And
See,
that'll be
that's what a barbarian would do.
That'll be 6. 6
To hit
Javelin.
6 javelin damage.
slashing whatever damage.
Nice.
And then because I went to move up and failed, there's still another attack, the second attack.
Yep.
Now I haven't entered rage yet, by the way.
Okay, yep.
Just gonna cruise. And then I'm gonna have a second crack.
Let's
at
go.
that
Roll
javelin.
your athletics for
Yeah,
me.
let's see it, bro.
He wants to face his opponent.
I'm
It's
gonna
square
have a
in the
second
eye.
crack at it.
He likes to see life.
15 this time around.
You're so close, bro.
Can we get a reroll in the chat? Save him.
DC was 16 on that one.
That's fair. Okay. He failed. Oh, goddamn! Should have done the shoulders at the
Take a
freaking
reroll.
pub.
Can I get
Too
him a reroll?
chapped!
What do you have that can give him a
No. 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 From now on, you guys can't spend points in Twitch chat. to give yourselves shit.
I think that's fair.
I'm worried about those. I'm going to revamp those because
Yeah,
they're a
I
bit
think for the new
too
campaign, there's going to be some new rules.
new rules.
And also, I noticed that there's like some of them, like people like post some stuff, but we're not looking at
Should,
them.
no, it's the second one. You should have around.
So,
Maybe maybe
Third.
less things
Third.
that
I said
affect-
third.
That's gonna,
Individual
that's gonna
roll.
end Cyrus' turn, by the way, mate. So
Okay.
no rage, and he's gonna do one attack, I'll hold the other.
Okay.
Hold down. Yeah.
Now, would moving diagonally count as moving towards you, or am I moving laterally
so
to you?
essentially, if you're moving to a space, that space can't be closer. So if you move diagonally towards me, that would be closer.
Yep.
If that space is closer.
Okay. Cool. The elf with the chest piece and the covered arm blood on his hand. He pulls his crossbow and aims it at you and Teeth. Oh no, fuck that. Aims it at, well, yeah, he pointed at you.
What?
His crossbow, because you're
Bigger
closer.
target.
You're a bigger target, and you're
Right in front
you're
of
more
it.
intimidating than
Rusty boy.
the little gnome. 13. 14. Oh, wait a sec. No, sorry. Yeah, wait a sec. 15.
Breasty boy.
Ting!
Half plate. 17 AC. No, there you go.
17 in that.
Oh, I love it already.
How good's having a half plate roast after stealth?
Strap got me home.
Extra strap.
Not up or shut up.
Final showdown, baby.
It should be a cannon.
After that crossbow bolt flies past your shoulder and into the wall behind you, the wall of the carriage. You see him look up and speak in a language you quite don't understand. He points to each of the other elves and yells something. Gangor, it's your turn.
I don't know what he's on about. But I got a plan.
I'll spend my action.
Making fire arrows.
I speed bonus. Nah, I'm gonna choose to speak with animals.
Okay, who are you talking to? Which horses?
Our horses.
Single things. You know, hold your range.
Okay.
Just use my action.
Yeah.
Alright, boys. I know I said I loved you. But I need something from you. We got trouble. I need you guys to lead the way. I need me hands. I gotta get to work.
And you feel something change in the reins. They feel like not the same as you were in control, but now they become loose. You usually have them nice and tight, but in your head you feel the horse's head move back and loosen up on the reins.
Lightly, loosely, tighten it to the belt.
Give me it. What are you doing?
Well, making it quick, so it'll probably be a sleight of hand of some sort.
No, just what that's it. Yeah, cool. You tie it to your belt. Yep. Sorry, I was going to say something else, but I didn't decide to say it.
Alright. Look at the guy in front of me, and I don't think I can actually do much with a bonus action.
That's probably Hunter's Mark.
Or what's that?
If you wanted to use Hunter's Mark or Zephyr Strike, if you want to get some extra movement and. Actually, you can't. No, 'cause so you can't speak with animals, so you can't cast a bonus action spell.
That's
So you
yeah,
can't
it's
cast
action.
Yeah, but you can't do a bonus
you can't
action
do a bonus
spell.
action and an action spell in the same turn, unless the action spell is a cantrip.
Okay, can I take a potion?
You can do that. Yeah, bonus action for
Mhm.
Quaff a potion.
Okay, so potion of poison.
Okay, cool. Good.
Given that we are fairly experienced with these types of attacks.
Yep.
I know you're cheeky. Oh, get ready.
You scull the potion and peg the glass bottle at his head. He definitely dodges it. Anything else? Any movement or anything?
What point can I grapple? Is that its own action?
Yeah, you use the attack action.
Okay, fine.
So because you got 2 attacks, you can use 1 attack to grapple, but you've used your action already. So
I can just
Not
take
this turn.
I can just take it back of the top of the cabin.
climb up onto the roof.
Yeah, well I'm already.
Well,
on
you're
the
already at the
roof,
front.
Yeah. It's like a staircase.
Just get onto the roof, get ready to get into action.
Oh, next to you, Nathan. nice middle vantage point. I can hit everyone.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? That's it.
Nah, that's me, bro.
All right. The horse rider pulls his sword. Slices as you move past him to what? That's a D10, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's a cocked dice. Get that extra dice out of it. Can I get a fucking dice roll? There we go. Does a 19 hit? Just. Okay, sick. Take 27 necrotic damage.
Oof.
Oh.
Damn.
It looks like different things as it is.
Alright.
As that sword slices up past you, he pulls his arm back and slices at you again across your chest. That misses. And once again, as you pass just behind it, he tries to slice up your back as you move. That also misses.
She's agile.
Maybe the first one hit me and I just fell over.
Well, she's also heavily armored, full plate armor. So
Oh, yeah, true.
that is
Got
where
me
you
in
get.
the
That is where
armor.
you get your AC from.
Yeah, so
Got
it sort
me
of
in the
bounces off
armor.
the
Yeah.
bounces off the armor.
Definitely not agile.
Doesn't hit the vitals.
The shadow drow that's on the roof watched you blink up and deftly move across and decided you're the most dangerous target. He brings his sword to bear and slashes at you. For a... Fuck, +9, that'll be 24 to hit.
I will cast shield.
Ping!
So
Motherfucker.
it gives
Take
me up
this-
to
yep.
27.
Okay, so now, is it, does that stay like that for the... Yep.
Yeah, my
Yep, cool. So my attacks, I'm going to need 18 or more on the dice to get you. Fail. Fail. The third drow. Again,
does not get hit.
Lanthanus doesn't get hit. Runs straight towards you. It's going to make a athletics check to move up the across the bridle work of the carriage. Nat 1. So he runs across the wall. His leg gets caught in the things. He slips. His leg gets pulled down and ripped off as the rest of his body tumbles to the other side of the bridle. Oh, what's it fucking called? I can't remember. And his body gets turned and churned to mud as his body gets slows. Trampled underneath him and underneath the
Oh! He's now lying face down in the mud with hoof prints in his back of his skull.
leg ripped off his
miserable.
leg ripped off at the hip.
Damn, he got fucked up.
That is a good move, yeah. It's a sickening move.
And Teeth, you're up.
Few
That'll-
questions. Question 1, is there a viewpoint at the back of that carriage?
What do you mean?
Inside of the carriage, can my skeletons see behind them?
Yes, I can.
I think they can lean out the windows, can't they?
There's a window at the back of the carriage.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a window there.
Good question.
Next question.
Suppose the iron wheels were.
Just fucking destroyed him, man.
Yeah.
Head just turned to pulp. As
Yeah,
one of the
right.
reels runs over and his eyeball
his
pops
name?
out on the side of the road.
Puff Dave.
Alright,
Explosion.
so
Explosion.
Jeff.
I guess thematically, in this encounter that we did swooped in, I dropped my wand, so this whole time everything's going on, like trying to get it. And I finally turned around and Ganga's already climbed up, he's halfway through he's done his thing. And I noticed that the horses are a bit just travelling on their own, so I'm like,
So
quickly.
you see that before you left to move up, you've tied the reins around one of the horns of the seats just to keep the horses straight. But those reins aren't tight, Antique. You notice the horses are steady in their drive as no one's driving them.
Yeah, so I see that, and I turn around, and I see my cronies, the party, like up there in their stances, in motion. It's moving sort of in a bullet time sense, and I see in the back this big rider, this horse in the back with this menacing thing. It's at the third swipe against your back, and I see that. I'm like, that needs to be put down. So I stand up and I turn around and I look with precision aim through the people in battle, aiming down at the horse. You see this skull come out the end of my wand, but it's kind of morphing and shaping. I send polymorph at the horse itself, aiming to turn it into a worm. It has to do a wisdom save of 17, or it becomes a worm.
It comes up.
I'd imagine a horse has a pretty good wisdom.
No, I don't think so.
It fails.
It is now a worm, and I think that's going to cause some disruption to the person.
Yeah.
It's a worm horse?
Wormy boy.
As the drow is riding along, slicing at you with his sword, he's riding along, and then in a split second, he's not riding anything anymore. His body tumbles in the air, somersaulting over itself as it neck hits the ground, snapping his neck as he hits the ground, tumbling into a pile of unmoving body as he moves away behind you, and the carriage moves on into the morning air.
Nice.
I take the remainder of my action to move across the carriage and take the
I almost died.
and take the
Try not to
That's
die.
take the reins. Like I'm unaware of this conversation Gango's had, and I just
Yep.
that
Out
just
of
walk-
anxiety.
Out of
I just walk
anxiety.
over that side and I grab them,
Yep.
resuming, and I'm looking face first at this
Yep.
Like,
this car right here. I'm like, yes, I'm not that useful.
The man that stands before you towers above you, at least 6 feet tall, lithe and thin, blue skin and blonde hair.
I look up and I'm just holding the reins like,
Dude, holy moly.
alright,
That was good.
Slap.
somebody! And they go, oh, skeletons! Yes!
Hey, Gambit.
You got a skeleton.
And then I tell my skeletons in the back to join me in the front and to take aim and shoot their short
And
bows
they just shoot
at the
over
rider in
your
front.
head through the...
At the guy at the front.
They can just lean out the window.
Yep, they can.
Oh, if
just,
they can just lean out
Yep,
the
they
window and
can-
do that, then
yeah,
I'll
they-
just...
I'll give you that.
Relying on them to try and get on the
Roll
roof
to
without
hit.
falling into a pile of bones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably unlikely.
Give me a roll to hit.
Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
It sure does.
Why do you call it a dirty 20?
Because it's not a natural 20.
What's the difference between a natural 20 and a
Okay, so a
Rolling.
natural.
One has
And then
fetishes.
rolling it.
So when you roll a dice, if you get a 20,
Yeah.
Straight.
it's a natural 20. You've rolled naturally, it's a 20. If you have a roll that's say a 16 and you've got a +4 modifier,
Oh,
that's a
then
dirt.
it's like
That,
It's a total of 20.
it's a total
yeah.
of 20.
That's
So,
not natural.
so
That's
they
why we
call
call it a
it
dirty 20, because if you score out a 20, you don't know if it's a critical hit or just
Yeah.
a
So a
normal
natural
20.
20.
It's all right. It's all right.
natural 20
Gambit.
is a critical hit, which does extra damage,
Yeah.
and it's always good to roll a natural 20.
Yeah,
It's a
so...
source of great excitement.
8 piercing damage.
Lovely. On El Capitan.
That will be the end of my turn.
Excellent. First round of combat done. 6 seconds of play over.
Mayhem.
Lavather, it's your turn.
6
The
seconds.
horse into the worm.
Well done, you useful wizard. You got rid of that foe once and for all.
A little help here!
Screaming from the back.
With a giant bloody gash across your chest.
I actually realized
Festering
I forgot
necrotic
to add
wound.
+1 to my armor class, but that's okay.
Of
I
a,
know now.
of a necrotic nature.
You, you've got. Why do you get a
As in, like,
+1?
Combat style or something like that. What was
Okay.
I think it's already added.
Yeah, it probably
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's already
it usually
It
automatically
automatically
does it.
does it. So if you've added that as the
Yes.
defense, defensive fighting style as the feature, that's
Yeah.
why, because that plane
It is
armor is
automatically
18 AC
in there.
normally, and then +1 gives you the 19. So
Alright. Well, I was hit. Okay. So, thank you, you useful wizard.
Help here!
Notices the trouble that he may be in and dashes to the front, or runs naturally, normal movement to the front.
gallops.
It wasn't a dirty
Gallops.
Lavatha,
30.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Extra dex.
Put your character back and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Why is she so
Because she's outside running along beside the carriage trying to keep up with the careening carriage that's going 40 miles an hour.
So it's dangerous.
We haven't stopped moving.
We haven't stopped moving. She needs to keep up. She needs to be very dexterous to keep up.
Yes, it is a unique encounter mechanic.
5.
Oh. Okay,
Oh, back there
move your
again.
character base 20 steps, 20 feet, please.
What's the difference between like a normal roll and a something saving roll?
You've got different stats for them.
Oh,
Basically.
Wait.
In like, if I was to say to you, I want you to protect yourself against something. That's a saving throw.
yeah.
So you're saving against it. But a check, like an ability check, is me checking your ability. A saving throw is you protecting yourself from something. So she's protecting herself from falling over.
Yeah.
When the guys jumped from inside the carriage to outside the carriage, I made them make an acrobatics check because they're doing something very acrobatic to get outside. So they check how good their ability is. But she's trying to protect herself from falling over.
Yeah.
The difference between a save and a check. Who's a good DM? Anyway,
Nailed it.
Levitha, what would you like to do?
Oh, I haven't
You
used
now
it.
have,
You haven't used your movement.
but your 40 foot might still get you where you want to go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Maybe not.
Alright, I'm gonna move my 40 feet and lug the fucking javelin at. Go!
Roll to hit.
Alright.
Why can't you distract this
Launch that
person?
Did you move?
You're still adjacent to him.
They're on the roof.
Yeah, they're
not
15,
high,
15
Yeah.
He's on the
they're,
ground.
they're like 10 feet above your
I can,
head.
like, stab up at him.
You can make an, if you want to try, you'd have to make an,
Yeah,
but I don't wanna-
an athletics check for me. Acrobatics check for me.
But still a lot
Yeah,
more
and I'm
damage.
not
You,
acrobatic.
you,
I'm a horse, man. I mean, I already think it's
Isn't that
ridiculous that I
ironic
fell
about
back
your
20
real life?
feet. Huh?
that's a quote,
It's gonna
man.
take
I'm
a
not
back save
acrobatic,
with
I'm a
the
horse, man.
acrobatics.
Huh?
When you come to play your character, you gotta take a back seat on your acrobatic.
Alright.
Super acrobatic.
I'm gonna throw this. Wait. Oh, I can't draw. Can I throw a javelin with Divine Smite?
Unfortunately. But take
Melee
take
attacks,
the acrobatics
melee attacks
check.
only.
Javelin's not a melee.
If you
attack?
pass
It is if
this
they're next to you. It's not if you're throwing it.
if you pass this
Yeah.
acrobatics check, you can do all that damage to the guy. Risk it for the biscuit.
You reckon?
Why not? It's the last one. Tonight's the
No,
last
that's
one.
okay, that's true.
You're
So,
quote
my
97.
master plan.
YOLO.
Quote 97.
Whatever you do.
Exclamation point.
What is my acrobatics?
Quote 97.
Yeah, but you just roll half.
I'm not an acrobat, man.
Just roll hot, man.
I'm a horse.
Same thing.
You believe in me.
Hotter than this humidity. Let's hit it.
There you are, Aurora. You've been immortalized in my quotes now.
I'm not acrobatic. No, I'm not acrobatic. I'm a horse, man. No, either way, it works. It works. I'm not acrobatic, man. I'm a horse. Alright, that works. I'm okay.
Pretty sure that's what you said. I'm, not
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Alright, anyways.
Risky for biscuit.
Nah, I'm gonna throw a
Risk it
javelin
for
at
the
this dude.
biscuit.
Roll to hit,
Wait.
play a dog.
I could throw a javelin as a bonus, couldn't I? If I just took off the time. But if I take a
You can't throw the javelin as a bonus action.
as a second
second.
melee attack.
Yeah, the second attack you can.
Okay.
So you could
Well-
attack with your sword and then pull out a javelin and throw it.
That's exactly what I'm gonna. I'm gonna try and hit this guy.
With.
My flaming sword.
Alright, give me your acrobatics
Go.
check first.
Fly through the air like a majestic flying steed that doesn't have wings. And they catch to the ground afterwards.
I'm gonna try and jump.
That's my ex-girlfriend.
7.
Oh,
Happening in the chat.
I'm deleting that quote. No, actually, no, that can stay there.
69.
And it's quote 69 too.
I just saw the nightbot and I didn't know where that came from, and I just thought a bot was just straight up rocking that like, out of the blue.
What the
Goddamn
fuck?
cheeky box.
So we were playing, I think we were playing Overwatch, and I was like, dude, come, and she's like, no, if I come, I'll die, and I just cracked up. And, yeah, so that's where that quote came from.
I looked at this quote 69 as well.
Did you ever meet Morgan? You knew Morgan, didn't you? She worked at Garden for ages.
I might have
Yeah.
found out ages ago.
Catch ups with in lives of Nicholas.
Yeah,
From stuff.
reminiscing. Anyway, have you... You failed your athletics check, so you jump and you swipe and
What'd
and
you
your
roll?
head. Your
Was it
head.
athletics or acrobatics?
What I
You're
said
trying to jump.
before.
Which was athletics.
Either way.
Raw horse strength.
Raw horsepower.
Yeah.
Haha.
My athletics is different to my acrobatics. Which one is it? Athletics?
Yes.
Okay,
Then it's
cool.
much higher than
15.
15. That passes.
Good.
Lovely. Roll to
Alright,
hit.
So I run up to the side of the carriage, and finally that stone is gone. I'm feeling much better. I leap and take a swipe at the man on the top of the carriage. The elf.
that. Risk it for the boost.
Yeah. We're
And
PC here. Roll to
with
hit.
My flaming sword.
Roll to hit, please.
Yes. Going out with a bang tonight, crew.
Oh wait, what was it?
Nice.
And you know
Nice
what?
going
My
with
flaming
that.
sword and divine smite.
Yeah.
Divine
Smite that
smite of
motherfucker.
level 2.
Extra
Shish
smite.
So
kebab.
I get 2d6s plus another one. And then oops, where's my other one?
So you should be 46 and 3d8.
Yeah.
And your modifier on top.
Yes. For only not the fire damage though, yeah.
Fuck, I can't wait for next
They're
campaign.
not, I
eh?
don't think they're resistant, so just add it all together. It's funny when it's much more fun when you say the biggest number possible.
Get me a coffee.
7.
Hiya. Hiya.
Where is it?
Hiya.
Yes. 29.
What? Okay, fuck, okay. Is that with smite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh wait. Yeah.
You want to get smoked?
Nice hit, good hit. Was that 29 to hit or 29 damage?
Damage.
Did you roll to hit? What did you get?
Yeah, I did the acrobatics. Nope, I did not roll the hit.
Yeah, you gotta roll. I was like,
Oh my god!
roll a d20.
Alright, let's do that. Plus what? 24.
That hits.
Sorry, 29
So
damage.
yeah,
29 damage. I've
Yeah.
taken it off already. Fuck you. Anything else?
how's
You've got
the
another
creature
attack.
looking?
You've got another
I
attack.
know I have another attack and I still got movement as well.
Okay, so what are you
How's
gonna
the
do?
creature looking?
It looks like it's the first time it's been hit in this combat. That's
So-
how it's
So
looking.
after I take a swipe at him, I land
Staggering.
on my 4s and move another few steps, run up.
I really think moving in and out of that creature's range like that, he's gonna get an opportunity attack.
If he's up on there, doesn't he
Yeah.
have to do acrobatics then as well?
I'll give an yes. You're right. You can DM the
'Cause
next.
I jumped up.
Cause you can DM the next session then. Fuck. 18, so I pass.
Oh.
So I'm gonna roll to hit. Another 18, so that hits on a 26.
Wait, what?
26 to hit.
Wait, 18.
Plus my.
Does my armor class come into account here?
What's your armor
Yes,
class?
19.
Okay, 19. I've got 18 plus 9, so that makes 27 to hit.
Alright.
So you can take another 27 points of necrotic damage.
Alright.
Shove that 27 up your 27.
It's alright, lucky I can heal.
Alright, have you got anything else?
Yeah, I'm still not done yet.
Okay, don't yell at me.
Why? I do
She's got a
7.
pointy stick to throw.
Yeah, I do have a pointy stick to throw. I am.
Extra pointing.
Kebabs and shish kebabs.
27. Boom. Getting hit wherever she got hit. She, doesn't even phase her. She doesn't feel it. Her lust for blood is too strong. She moves forward another few steps, charging with as much energy as she has, pulling the javelin from behind her, or whatever her knapsack, and launching it forwards towards the guy in front to help Anteeth, who's being loomed over by this terrible creature after having been saved so lovely. So,
Lovely, roll to hit. I love that response when you like, what'd you get?
14.
That's a miss.
See what you get.
The thought was great.
The thought, yeah, the roleplay was good. Like,
Roleplay was on top.
in
tier
fact,
roleplay.
your roleplay so far in this combat has been amazing. You can have inspiration if you don't have it.
Thank you.
That's the end of your turn. Cyrax, you're up, brother. Oh, yes, Lanthanus, you're up next.
Was last time.
Gangle's just over here, John Travolta.
Let's see.
Wondering where his inspiration
They're in, he's
is.
in, where am I?
Because You know, I've just been like killing it, slaying it all session. I love my character.
Your character's really good. You play it so well.
I'm just gonna do a little healthy slip
Thank you.
between
I
me and the carriage,
Yep.
and then
Right?
strike out with my sword at old mate next to us.
Lovely. Roll to hit for me, please.
I will gladly do so.
Roll.
Let's
please.
go, Lanthanus. Let's go.
Hit, hit,
Extra
hit,
rolling.
Hit it.
That would be a 16 to hit, not huge.
That's a miss.
Oof, all good. I got a second attack, so I will do that.
Hit me, baby.
Natural 20.
Yes, there it is. Let's go.
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah,
Good natty.
into it.
So this one I am actually going to do not a defensive flourish, it's going to be a sword flourish I haven't actually used yet, which is called my mobile flourish, I think it is.
Pulls out his phone. Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop. Can I get an airstrike of blades down on this point, please?
Pretty much no. So I will say what it does before I roll my immense amount of damage to make me feel like a big man.
Big boy fan.
Big elf.
Thanks for the one bit.
It's been warm.
Not much. Labatha got spanked again from another sword attack.
Mobile flows to expand.
We've had a couple of
one
drow
your
get
body
crushed.
conversion dice to cause weapon to deal extra damage as usual. Damage equals the number you roll, and you can also push the target up to 5 feet away from you, plus the number of feet equal to the.
Oh fuck!
Die roll.
It's gonna happen again.
Yeah,
Standing.
it is going to happen again. So I'll roll this. So the
okay.
flourish dice is going to be this twice.
Yep.
That's going to be necrotic twice and normal damage twice.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, he just got a nat 20, so there's that.
Yeah, it is a natural 20. Plus like 8. So.
Put it out there, eh?
Lucky girl.
Let's manifest it.
What are you guys talking about? Oh, okay. Manifesting your natural 20s.
So that would be
Milk to gods.
a total of 43 damage and pushed 15 feet that away.
So, you guys watch as Lanth. Do you want to do it?
Yep, so basically he nimbly steps between Gangor and the drow elf with one swift movement, strikes out at the elf, but the elf managed to dodge just in time before he counters with a reverse movement that catches him off guard as he strikes straight through, pushing the creature as basically, gets impaled on the sword that also has enough force
Too late,
all the
Pete.
way down to the hilt to basically push him back 15 feet where he basically lands on the ground, moving at great speed, crumples into a heap of, I'm assuming, crushed bones and
Death.
crushed bones and death.
Yeah. That's good.
Messy innards.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
That was a bit of a throwback moment.
Yeah, it definitely was a
That
throwback.
was a bit of a throwback.
So, Lanthanus, you hear in your head a deep, gruff voice of a bearded individual go, very nice.
Yeah.
Got him.
You can just remove him from game, please. Thank you. Have you got anything else?
So just
From the
movement.
Lanthanus paint trolley.
So I will just use my 40-foot of movement. So I'll use 5. So I'll get 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All those probably difficult terrain, I'm guessing, to get over the horses and stuff. Well, how close can I get to him, basically? I've got 35 foot of movement.
Give me your 3 dex checks. Acrobatics. Same again. 12, 13, 16.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Is that my trophy? Please get their name.
That's 22. That's 26. That's 18.
Very good.
Last one always the worst.
Nice.
We on.
Basically backflip to the front seat.
Come on, man.
10,
You are
15,
so agile. It is not funny.
So I'll just basically
Swifty boy.
get up
Yeah,
between
stand in between them.
and this dude face, who's no longer scared of me, but he better be.
Have you got anything else?
Technically, I could just do. I could actually. No, I won't.
Do
I
it.
won't try and fight him again. Frighten him again.
Okay.
I'll say bring it on.
Cyrax, your turn.
Oh,
Shit racks.
so Cyrax has got the shits now because he's going to get out the door. So Cyrax is just going to look
Walk
straight
through
to his right and just go, bang, and just punch the door completely.
Give me a strength check.
Blast.
You want to rage first?
With advantage. With advantage.
Rage.
Rage.
Punch the door out.
Just you can get the strength check with advantage.
Get a bit anyway.
I want some action.
25.
25. The door just pings off into the forest.
So we didn't need the door anyway.
Beautiful. Piss me off, dog. And he's going to go up again. He's going to launch himself up just one more time. Just for shits and giggles. Nat 20.
Oh
he's launched. He's launched.
That's the way.
He flips.
You know what? You can flip up there and you can put yourself within like 10 feet of that landing point where your character is right now. You get a free 10-foot movement for how athletic you jumped up onto that.
He
Nice.
just bursts out from
Yeah,
underneath me.
still
Hey.
on the stairs and the carriage, yeah?
Yep.
So I see a door fly, and then I see a Cyrax
He's
fly.
just going to lean. Where Lanthus is, does that require me to do a check for the agility? Or?
Maybe.
I'm not going to do that. Sweet, I'm just going to sit on the side. I'm just going to look at Lanthus and go, yeah, I think Lanthus has got this, but he's going to grab 2 of his javelins out.
Nice.
He's going to go.
Roll to hit same time. 2 dice.
Be like, oh, let Lanthus do it. Oh, by the way, dead by 2 spheres.
Okay. 24
That's a hit.
and a 16 hit.
Yes, it does. Meet it to beat it.
Beautiful. A double javelin, a cross javelin. And 7 and a 9, so 16 piercing damage.
Fuck, my math's good. Who's next?
How's he looking?
No.
I'm still not rage, by the way. So.
He's looking like he's been hit a few times.
Sorry.
It's slapped.
Bit slapped about a bit. Have you got anything else?
Nah, send him my turn.
Come on, baby. Where's far out? Far out. Save the day.
The creature standing in front of you, even though doesn't have that same fear in his eyes as he did before, you can still see a monicum of fear left in him. His eyes widen and he looks to the sky, putting his hands down, and he levitates himself above you. You get an attack of opportunity as his body moves above and you move past and underneath it.
That would be a 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
Um, 18 damage.
As you slice up at him, you hit his calf, severing the bottom part of his leg from his calf as he floats away and off above the trees. As your heads turn and watch him float away as you continue on.
Bye bye, don't come again.
Fireball.
Whose turn is it? And can we still see him?
No, you cannot. He is gone.
Yeah, I don't shoot it into the abyss.
I can't shoot.
I'm not going to start a forest fire.
Gone too quickly.
You hear off in the distance though. You guys, the horses come to a stop, and you hear off in the distance, and the loud thud of maybe a body hitting the grounds. Moments later, Farah flies back into your sight. Blood on her beak and claws.
Oh. She had a meal.
No witnesses.
No way.
It's international waters.
There was no escapees, no escapees. No one escaped.
No prisoners.
Everyone is dead.
Sorry about the door, guys. I couldn't fit through it.
I haven't seen it,
Fuck
Raven.
I'll make it big enough for myself.
Cyrax, is this your raging bloodlust again, or just a regular day for you?
It's just more of a regular day, and tooth, I think.
Well, I'd say you go out there with your axe and start to maybe create some kind of door so we don't fall out mid-travels.
What about I just meet you and sit in the door's way to prevent any side attacks from any arrows?
I don't want you to fall out, you big
I don't think he can.
It's
too big. And he filled the door.
It's all about shoulder presses, man, at the pub.
So everyone heard it here. Cyrax is the new door of the carriage. Yeah, right. Okay.
Roll for door.
Just
As long as he's got a good chance, he's going to get.
Cyrax
Okay,
the door.
troll tile.
Do you have a handle?
6 plus minus 6, it's a 0. Nat 0.
That's zero.
Shit dog.
Cool. So where are we? Is this
You've come to a halt just before the base of the mountains. If I can find my fucking mouse again, wherever it is, there it is.
Yeah.
Probably just here, just before. But a lot of this fight took place on the move, so you haven't really lost any time per se.
well, I would observe that Lavitha, you look hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Alitha, you were right there.
I've seen better days.
Well, you know I'm not very useful with this healing stuff. Maybe you should tend to those wounds.
I think that's a lovely idea.
Maybe we stop for a short break.
I think that would be great.
Okay, you successfully have a rest and stop for a short break. Just outside of the mountain, I'm guessing.
Catch yourselves up.
Short rest. So it's what the morning, like mid-morning lunch.
It's about lunchtime.
Okay.
So Lavitha, you can spend hit dice to recover wounds if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And
do.
I will use my one use of arcane recovery to replenish my 4th level spell slot I
Okay.
use for poly.
Yep. Use your thing.
And I think I get back just my body inspirations.
Alright, go have a pool break.
We're having a short rest.
A poo break.
Just have the camera outside the window.
To be honest, I didn't use it.
I'll just change it to my phone. Take my phone with us.
I know the boys have me covered.
So hot, hey.
Roll by the poolside. for a
Roll by the
finale.
I
poolside.
did use a couple jabs though.
So guys, as you're resting, Lavitha's tending her wounds.
Licking.
You hear the sound of a horse right up behind you. Oh, I'm so glad I caught you. It's Anthony. I can't believe we left and didn't go with you. I'm glad I caught you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, Anthony, it's
That's
good to
not
see you,
fucking
mate.
dodgy.
Sorry about that.
Whew.
Should have seen me. I was very useful.
I'm such a bad DM. Anyway. Did you have any troubles on the journey here?
No, nothing out of the usual.
Starting to warm up, getting close to the mountain.
Handle.
A few drowns, a couple of horses.
How did you go with your rolls?
Sorry, quick question. With the adding the D10, do I just add it manually for whatever?
Yeah, so you can roll the d10s. On each of the d10s, you add your
Get plus
Constitution
3.
modifier as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you only roll as many as you need to.
And I just manually add that in.
You
So I
can
selected the slots, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, there's a way to do it with selecting the slots, but it rolls the dice on the app to do it that way. So if
Okay.
you do it manually, just add your hit points manually.
Sweet.
And you
And-
announce your result.
So I got 9 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Sorry.
Plus
9 and 5.
So you got 40 hit points.
Yeah, extra. Oh no, or is that it?
No, plus your constitution modifier.
Yeah.
So the
which was
rolls
plus
plus
three.
your
Yeah.
Oh, was that
Already
what you
added,
wanted? Okay.
yeah.
and plus 3 for each
Anyone
one. Yeah,
have
for each
night
dice.
time?
Yeah,
Go
so
check the
it's-
kitchen, bro.
Yeah, because it's
And you can also,
you guys together.
if you don't have enough hit points, you can then just add more as well.
People blah.
You can
Where
roll
is
4
it?
dice if you
Short
want as
rest.
well.
I
Is
can do
that
up to 9
Yeah.
d10s essentially. Okay. And then I just manually add it. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to use all 9. You can do it one at a time until you get to the point where you're healthy enough.
Oh, beep boop bop boop beep boop.
Because you only get half your level in hit dice back when you rest.
As you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what?
So when you rest, you don't recover all your hit dice.
No.
You only recover half your level.
Fuck,
in
how
dice.
about just
So
a
you
couple of bags
each
of
short
ice?
rest you recover 4 hit dice, up to 4 hit dice that you've spent. So when you spend these hit dice getting hit points back,
Go for 3 days.
It says
you're
here
marking
a
off
total of
you're
9.
marking off the boxes up to 9 boxes,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
not
you won't
just
get
slow-
those
I
back
have to
until
slow
you long
down
rest.
half speed.
Yeah,
Each long rest you
actually-
only get back 4.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, come on.
But it means, yeah.
Yeah, so you only want to take as many as you need.
Because you might have a few short rests during a day. But yeah,
Maybe just
you roll them one.
do.
Usually the best way to do it is roll them one at a
Drink
time
some
until you've
fucking
got
water, cunt.
enough
Shut
hit
up.
points.
15.
Hydration.
Yep. So
Cool. Thank you.
There's water
before
in here,
we depart again, because my assumption is after this rest we are back on the road.
Continuing on.
Yep. I will be casting my defensive mechanisms of Gift of Alacrity and Mage Armor. And I will also... I'll just wait till the DM's back.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes, I am. I will also be refreshing my skeletons early
Okay.
instead of at the night time.
Yeah.
20.
And I'll be doing that beside my bone remains, erecting another 2 skeletons.
All I heard was erecting.
Same.
Extra erect skeleton.
Right
There is now 4 skeletons, and
And
just
they are erect.
yeah,
Erecting.
Brandon Stiffy.
and these skeletons. Okay, I will accept name requests.
Boner.
Yeah, Ren
Stiffy.
Ren and Stiffy. Ren and Stiffy.
Ren and Stiffy.
Red and Stiffy, that's what
I don't like that we can't show our nipples on stream.
Just tassel it up.
Yeah, true.
Okay, do we have any more skeleton
Got any
names
tape?
brought to the table?
Johnson.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. That's hilarious.
Hey, can I
Ah,
have a seat?
What about Chola?
Can I have a seat?
Cholo.
Chola. Chola. Cholo and Effa.
No, I'll go with
Take 10.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I like how Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Okay, look, I'll definitely take a audience request. It will be Tweedledee and Tweedledum will be the next 2 bones, and these are little guys, you know, that they're just ever so slightly shorter than the other 2. So if the only way you can differentiate these 2 is they're slightly shorter. Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Feels wrong that you're saying it that way.
Yeah.
Tweedledum, Tweedledee.
Yeah.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah.
Is that a New Zealand thing?
Tweedledum, Tweedledee.
No, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Is that a New Zealand thing? Bro?
My kids watched the fucked up fucking Alice in Wonderland movie Johnny Depp the other
It
day.
is hot. It is hot.
Who popped that?
You really just realizing this? It's fucking been hot all fucking day.
got
And it hasn't fucking
She's
stopped.
a what one, mate?
It was hot at work today.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
It's
Tweedledum
definitely
and
still that
Tweedledum, yeah. I Gav EU suggested.
Tweedledee die, Tweedledee down, Tweedledee Tweedledee.
So, after your short rest, is anybody else doing anything, any other business that you got to take care of on this short rest?
Just fire
I
arrow.
rolled my d10s.
How many hit points have you got
can
back?
get
I'm
a
back
fire
up to
arrow.
65.
Is that
Out
full?
of 85. No.
Add a d6.
Let's make a big
Because
sloppy
for Song of
food.
Rest, I would be strumming away as we rest to give you extra healing. So add a d6.
Does
You
that
can also.
cost you anything?
Huh?
Does it cost you anything?
No, every short rest I can do that.
Nice.
It's a bard thing. I
And it's
like
just
level
plus a
5.
d6?
Yeah, plus a d6.
Sweet. There we go. Back up to 70.
I mean, if you want to roll another d10 another hit dice to get up to full if you want, or try to get up to full.
And
You wouldn't
I
get up
just
full.
expended my gift of
I
pretty feature.
I would probably do that.
Yeah.
And I used a spell slot
see, another
as
D10.
well.
How many hit dice is that spent?
Let me see. I think it's 4. I've spent 4 already. I've got 9.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll do another one. Why not? That's not a D10.
I mean, hit dice
Oh, yeah,
can
it is.
only be spent on short rest getting hit by something. So hit dice can only be spent on short rest getting hit dice back. So it's sort of like you might as well use them unless you're close to max.
I could do one more.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Jeffrey now.
Oh, that was a good one.
You can roll one at a time.
Sarx isn't doing anything, but usually he's kind of silly and being a bit jovial. I think he's just sitting there and just looking really focused. So he's been focused the whole day. He just knows something. There's a pending something coming.
I'm so
He can feel it in his gut.
No.
He's got a bad feeling it's something he's
Huh?
he's
I
got
did
a
like
lot of hate for, and he's just
Preparing
kind of
for the
preparing for something big. And he's ready.
For the final countdown.
I'm just tired, bro.
Alright, I'm on 82 out of 85.
In the
Good.
past,
Did you say you're a bit tired? Do you want some energy drink?
is it Monster? No thanks. Yeah, no, I had an energy drink. I've done a lot of hours of work in the past 2 days. Very hot 2 days.
It's food.
Yeah, you are.
I've pretty much eaten that whole bag of chips.
I've been a whole can
Queen's
of
face
Pringles.
up nothing.
Okay,
I got my chomps.
so
Chomp.
you guys, you make your way on the carriage after you rest up, and finally you start to make your way up the hills in the surrounding hills around the area of the Elkathym Mountains and nearing the mine. You come to the turnoff and you head up that hill and up, and you reach the entrance. No little boy this time telling you about Big Daddy waiting for you. It's deserted now. No caffeine. Doesn't count as fluids.
It's got a bit of water in it.
So, Anthony dismounts, walks towards the cage, he turns back and looks at you. Well, let's get this done then. And he disappears through the wooden arch into the darkness.
I follow.
Follow suit.
Disappearing all the time.
Sorry, I
Looks like I do enough.
You guys walk inside. Gangor walks off, followed by fire.
Realizes, oh shit.
Oh shit. Fuck. My friends. So you make your way into the cave. It's a lot quieter this time.
The giant fucking bone skellies.
Oh, you strikes again.
There's no special for that fucking one. Who's up? I know.
I'm good, thank you. Wait, I'll get some water.
No thanks.
Sorry, kids. I can't throw for shit. I am not very dexterous. Unlike Lanthus.
I was gonna say, unlike your character. Very.
No, I'm much more dwarfy.
A non-acrobatic acrobat.
Don't you realize?
Yeah, non-acrobatic acrobat. More acrobat. Got great athletics
Dexterous,
though.
non-dexterous. I love it.
Through the caves you make your way.
Oh, we're back.
Remember that ultimate bloody stealth attack we did? That's
Yep.
the best stealth attack we did.
Yeah, you guys walk in. There's nothing. I'm just building atmosphere. You're not going to get into a fight. The cave's completely deserted. You make your way through, reminiscing of the time that you came down here and wiped the floor with goblins with your former friends, Millicent and Thorgrim. You make your way past the train tracks, up around the bend, to that massive cavernous room.
Just quietly, how good was that stealth attack? That was definitely the stealth attack of the whole campaign. He smashed those goblins.
Oh
We
yeah.
didn't even get a hit though, we just hammered them. Bang.
You walk in, and if you guys remember correctly, this is where Big Daddy was. A giant stone edifice stuck out.
Big
Ground
Bone Daddy.
here. It was around about there, wasn't it? It was around about here.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
That's it. That's where it was.
Recovery.
So, as you walk in, Anthony looks at the big stone plinths in front of you, right there near the doorway. Yes, this is it. And he walks over to a spot where barely a few months beforehand, a couple of you were hiding from the giant creature that would be on the other side. I think it was Auntie. He stands down to a spot merely centimeters. He walks over to a spot merely centimeters from where you were cowering that night.
What was that through?
Oh, because it's not important what I'm saying. Just have a
Sorry.
fucking conversation. It's all good. I've lost my train of thought.
Centimeters from where I was
Where I was
cowering.
cowering, yeah.
So meters away from where you were cowering, he bends down and lightly passes his hand over the rock. Runes start to glow an orange red, and he puts his hand against the runes and drags them up across the stone. They form lines on the stone as he drags them up. They reach a pinnacle zenith point and curve down, and you watch as a magical door appears in the stone itself. Beyond that magical door, its glittering entranceway, you see a stone staircase leading down into complete darkness. Those of you with dim vision will notice that this is a thick darkness. Your dim vision barely works here.
Sorry, will use dark vision.
Yep.
Be able to see.
Blind fighting, it's different.
Oh, sorry.
You can perceive things within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
So you're not going to run into any
Yeah,
walls.
that's fine.
So Anthony pulls a torch out from his satchel. Flint and steel. Sets alight.
I've got one too.
He offers you the flame. Let us proceed. And he makes his way down the spiral staircase.
Before I follow, I stand as the party begins following Anthony, and I say, Cyrax! A moment of your time before we go down here.
Sorry, stop the guys up there, Steve. Yes, my friend.
This may be a treacherous path down here. I want to ask you, do you trust me?
With all my heart, Anthony. With all my heart.
I'm going to give you this thing, and when I tell you, I want you to have it. I want you to consume this potion.
So I forgot the potion.
And I get him this potion.
Cool. Take it out of your inventory, put it in your inventory.
Yes.
So it's dark in this room, I understand what you're saying. My
Yeah.
sword casts 40 foot of dim light, an additional 40 feet. Oh, sorry, 40 feet of bright light, an additional 40 feet of dim light.
Doesn't seem to work as well down here. It's almost like a smoke is coming up from the bottom of the stairs, and as you walk down, the air starts to get thicker and it starts to warm up. The walls around you feel like they're starting to breathe. You descend, and you descend further and further. The heat starting to get hotter and hotter. Breathing's starting to get harder down here. Until finally, you get to the bottom of this winding staircase. And out, you all walk into darkness. Barely can see 20 feet in front of you. Anthony throws his torch. You watch it tumble through the air as if in slow motion. It clinks on the ground, and you can see by the dim light nothing around it. This room must be cavernous. And all of a sudden, as you stand there, you hear a great intake of breath. And the room lights up red and then dims back down again. Off in the distance, you can see now as your eyes start to adjust to the light, the glow of lava. And you make your way towards this glow. I need a prop, excuse me.
As we make our way towards, can I invoke my icy shield around myself? Machine.
At the end of the room, where the rivers of lava meet, carven in great stone, is the figure of a giant dragon.
Holy gosh.
His wings, just let go of it, he'll sit there. His wings spanning this massive cavern above you. He must be 100 feet tall if he's a foot.
To scale.
It's to scale. Yep.
I would like to invoke my icy armor around myself as we walk forward.
Is this where we are in the room?
I'd probably put you...
Facing it.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna stomp your phone.
So
hey?
sorry.
Let's get a figure for this dude.
Yeah, I'll cast Arrow of Agathis at 3rd level and Long Strider.
What the fuck's going on?
We got 100-foot dragon.
Straight back.
100-foot of big dragon energy.
Pulls down
It's
the...
big.
He's BDE, alright. He's bringing all the BDE.
We got it.
So, the air's even hotter down here. The smell of sulfur burns your nose. Rotten eggs in the air. Your eyes are stinging. It's even harder to breathe down here. The room is a poisonous fume. Not with 10,000 men could you do this. Sorry.
Out of their business.
Anthony makes his way.
Did you say there's poison in the air?
No, I just said it's hard to breathe.
Okay.
Just, I'd tell you if there was.
Yeah. Look, I do have a...
Anthony looks around at you and says, "Let us go," and starts making his way. He walks all the way up to the plinth,
As we all follow.
and you all follow. Standing on either side of the lava, the great towering statue above you. The halls in here, black stone with shards of black obsidian glass through them. This plinth seems like it was built by intelligent hands.
Also, just the skeletons wouldn't be up on the altar. That'd just be just to let you know where that.
Okay,
Place.
cool.
We're standing in front of this.
Yeah.
We want to make it clear where.
And
No, good call. If the skeleton up there, like we get attacked. It's like
Yeah.
and so Anthony looks at you, motions towards the pit of lava. This is what we're here for. The dragon's heart. And as he says it, you guys notice that if you look up towards the dragon, those lava is running down past his shoulders, over his hind legs and down into the pool at his groin. His belly sitting above it, shining.
Anthony, there is no chance this huge, colossal dragon stone creature is going to come to life, is it?
He walks over to its foot, kicks it, knocks it. I'm pretty sure it's made of stone, bro.
I hope it remains that way.
Yeah, it's just a bit of.
I fucking hope it remains that way too.
Yeah, it's a big ass dragon, and it's a bit of a coinky dink if we put these 5 magical items in, and then the stone dragon comes all blast in our ass. But
jobs.
Wouldn't it be effective if
Back before I was born, this is where the great smiths of Elkathym came to forge their magical weapons and items. If there's anywhere in this world that can destroy these items, this will be it.
Okay.
I'm not... You guys came to me and asked me for my help. I don't know everything. I know how to forge iron and steel, and I know how to do it fucking well. Lanthanus, you asked me if this stone dragon comes to life. I don't know.
Well, we should
In a
be
world
prepared
of-
for anything.
only one way to find out.
I've never... Excellent. So,
Prepare your buttholes.
the... You pull your ring off
Yeet it.
and throw it into the lava.
I think I'm doing this anyway.
Have you all seen Lord of the Rings? You know that scene where the ring is like melting in the lava, and it's like, it's nothing like that. It hits the lava and bursts into flames, dissipates upon impact. The room rumbles.
Well, that seemed like it's the way to go.
I remove the braces.
And throw them in.
While we're doing this, I'm going to pull out my lute and start strumming a
And
nervous. Using it to cast protection from energy on myself.
Okay, cool.
I firstly throw
resistance to fire.
Okay, cool.
the braces.
So you throw the braces in.
Yep.
Behind, you all look up as you hear a noise. The eyelids of the stone structure have crumbled away and left behind them rivers of flowing lava.
I think shit is about to get real, gentlemen and lady.
Saddle up, guys.
Also,
Fuck out of here!
Cyrax is going to just attach a shield for the first time ever, just to do something different. He's gonna upgrade us. 20 AC.
I've got
So-
a shield too.
I think before we put any more things in here, I think the magic is maybe causing this statue to break. We should really at least take a few steps back. So, I do have a very useful spell that can create a floating disc, and we could put the items on that and take, a few steps back at least. Or
Sure.
I'll give it to someone here willing and take a few steps back.
As you guys are having this conversation, you watch Anthony as he's climbing back down. Like, I think that's a good idea, bro. And he waits for you down at the bottom.
okay. All right. So
Does everyone ready with their items?
I think it's just angle with the.
Yeah, I'll throw shield.
I mean, I can use Mage Hand to throw one in if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So that being said, yeah, I will cast the ritual spell, floating disc, and I will place the pearl on there with a lot of hesitation. This isn't a quick moment, and then I descend down because I must be within 30 foot of that. So, where am I? 2, 3. Yep. So still while focusing on it. I'll do that. Yeah. Boom. And
So-
at the moment here, I've got it. I'm holding the spell. The floating disc is above the lava.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow.
Is anyone putting?
Who else has got who's got the last magical item, or is this it?
The dagger's in the bag of holding.
Chuck the dagger in.
Pull it out.
Gang, are you
Shut the
going
dagger
to
in.
join in this sacrificial magical item to spare?
You're up here, Gango.
Would have been just jump it back over here somewhere. A bit of a distance to.
Puts it on the disc. There's one more magic item you have.
No,
The
you've given
pearl.
that to me. That's on the disc currently.
Bell's done. It was the bracer. You put the
I've
bracer
already
on?
put. That's already been thrown in the fire.
You guys don't remember the 5th item.
Bracer of defense, dagger of venom, pearl of power.
Sword and
Um,
ring.
No, the sword,
animation, not the sword.
The sword's the heirloom, isn't
the bands.
it?
The iron bands of Balara. That's right.
Alright,
Gango,
They're also in the
goddamn
bag.
bands.
They were also in the bag of holding, or someone had them.
So everybody's
That's right,
taken off
Gango
those
had them.
items from the infantry and put them on the disc.
so we remove them
Yep. Remove them from your inventory.
As soon as everyone's putting them on the disc.
there. I would really love
Is that a ladder?
Yes.
Regeneration.
I
It's
can't
been a
find
good time,
those.
man.
Where would the rest of you like to go? Are you going to stay there while you turn the disc off? What's going on? Craig, Cyrax? Sorry, Gango, sorry.
Who just threw the last one?
No, you haven't thrown them all in there.
They're all on the disc.
Look at Antique holding his one ready
Yeah, fine bands are
onto the disc.
Where
So the
are you
last
moving?
3 items
Is
are
that
now.
where you're standing?
Go wherever you want.
You're like everyone's walking away. You look like you're going closer.
I was
Just
gonna go closer. But
My middle name is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I just want to be right next to it when if it kicks up. But I've got a plan.
All right, and the skeletons. Are you just able to move those 2 back? We need 2 more skeletons.
Is this one of the skeletons?
Yeah, they would be just behind me.
Can't we leave first?
Just
before we
something
drop it?
right.
Yeah, I'm holding it. But if you guys, I can't go any further away.
Here's
If you guys
I'll
want to,
stay near you.
if you guys want to go further back, you can.
Where do you want?
That is beside the other 2, but I can't move any further away.
Anthony is where he is.
what? I'm gonna be sitting over here while you guys eat all the fucking.
Peaches and cream.
Cool.
Dragon's wigging me out.
All right.
Okay, everyone!
Oh, it's here.
Something may happen now. Are you ready? Cyrax, that potion I gave you. You might want to have that in your hand, just in case. Do you have it in your hand?
Yes, I've got it in my hand.
Okay.
I break the spell, and the items then fall into the lava.
What colour is your disc? Is it purple?
It's white, actually, like a greyish opaque, grey white, kind of like a game designer, like the default colour of item.
Item default colour.
Yeah, default.
It's got like a.
default
It's got
is-
like a dotted outline too. It
It's-
doesn't even have a. It doesn't even have an actual edge.
It doesn't have to be flat.
It's like Mario 64, like one of those like. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, like like Pong,
platforms.
like just 2 pixels wide, 4 pixels
Yeah.
deep, or whatever you want to call it.
You got the free trial one of his books.
You guys all watch in slow motion as the disc disappears, and the items fall through. And all of a sudden, as they hit the lava, light just leaves the whole area, darkened down, everything pitch black. The lava seems to extinguish itself for a split second, and then you hear, louder than thunder, the exhalation of a breath. Looking up, you see 2 golden eyes open. Not rivers of fire anymore, but golden black pupils, intelligence behind them. And a great breath is let out. You all stumble back as the heat wave hits you. And all of a sudden, the room is lit again. The lava reignites and carves its path past you. And there, as you watch, standing before you, a crumbling shell of stone dripping off a massive 60-foot high dragon. Its skin the color of a copper piece. He shakes and the whole cavern moves. And he leans forward, his hands resting on the ground. He surveys you all without a word. What do you do?
Aren't you good with dragons?
No. I'm the complete opposite.
I'm backing
I'm
away.
allergic,
So,
actually.
I would say I'm moving slowly backwards. I'd say while making probably 5 foot of movement backwards,
What about
with
push
my
back?
skeletons just kind of mirroring that movement. Like, oh, good morning.
His head comes down and lands and stops right here above you all. It is morning, you say?
Yeah, we were just about to leave. We were very much appreciating your cavernly home.
Did you bring the gifts?
Yes,
As
by
he-
your feet.
As he breathes, you can feel the cabin, the light pulsing with his breath.
We dropped like a stones in your lava.
His head swings around in your direction, Gangor. Drangor, on your shoulder, whimpers away.
What, lad?
Little one. His head tilts to the side. Drangor's head pokes out from behind it. And a recognition covers his eyes for a split second. This is the son of Situman, is it not?
Yeah, it's my wee lad.
Well, then I call him brother. Situman is my mother. She imbued me. His head swings around to talk to you all. She imbued me with the power to suppress the Gestalt.
Could you tell me what Drangor has?
Make a persuasion check.
Are you my character back that 5 foot with skeletons? Please.
When you're ready.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got
19,
19.
nice.
Nice.
Come on, Draco.
What was the question that you asked?
What's me wee leg got?
And what are you pertaining to?
His imbued power that was born and create Draco himself.
He is my brother. He is made of things of gods.
Yeah, but you suppress. Are we lad special?
I'm sure he is. He too. Will find his pleasure and his pain. For now he is but a boy. He will grow.
He'll be strong too.
He is a son of the Snake Mother. He is very strong.
My lineage. My boy.
Well, good to see you. We're getting quite acquainted with our companion Gangor. We're actually like a family here. Yeah, good old Drangor.
Stop talking, little man.
You don't like him.
I am taking these items now.
Go on, me boy. Can you help him?
He needs no help. He will find his way.
Great dragon of the Snake Mother, we beseech you. We would see that these items are destroyed, so that they may not be used to wreak chaos and havoc upon this world. Is this something you can...
His laughter booms out
Help us
through
with.
the room, breathy and old. The breath of years of millennia is starting to come out of his lungs now, and it reeks of death. He laughs in your direction. He says, "If you can destroy me, you can destroy them. Is that safe enough for you?"
If this is the only way to destroy these items, it seems we have no choice.
While this is happening, my clench on my wand gets a bit tighter, and I look over at Cyrax, who I think's looking over at me.
Cyrax gives him the side.
And at this moment, I misty step back.
When you misty step, the dragon rears up. Its body colossal in this room. What looks like a massive room now seems small as you watch his massive body rear up. The stone of his hind legs, still grown into the mountain, starts to crack and move as he starts to flex the muscles in his legs and rear up.
So I undertake the misty step and say, "Now, Cyrax!" So
Cyrax will drink his potion of growth.
I'll pull out Drangle like Simba from Lion King.
and as I
And scream out,
Potion of growth, which makes me from a medium creature to a large creature.
yeah, and then when I land on the misty step, I pull out my wand, and a skull comes out of the end, but then it goes, and I cast enlarge on the already enlarged Cyrax,
Yeah.
making him
become a
Yeah.
colossal!
Okay, so
Big
after,
daddy.
while you guys are casting all these spells,
You got to roll a d4 for that potion.
No. You just add D4. Oh, yeah, for how long? It lasts at least an hour, so... I don't think it's going to come into play. It lasts like 1D4 hours.
What did you get? Oh, so 1 hour.
Sweating bullet.
Cyrax.
Amalgadon the Ancient rears up, takes a massive breath in, breathes a cloud of poisonous fume across you. I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
You haven't drunk it yet, have you?
Constitution saving throw.
Of course, it's a Constitution saving.
Yes.
What's
15.
Constitution?
How tough you are.
Ooh, that ain't good.
That's pretty G.
Damn, I don't have inspiration. I need it.
That should be.
Oh!
Yes, oh my gosh.
What?
19 plus 1. Dirty.
Dirty 20? Natty 20?
Natty.
You got a nat 20, so what's your total score, please?
23.
Whoever's within 10 feet of lavender gets +3.
Oh yeah, true.
Do they?
Yeah, which I am not, but not that it would matter.
I also.
Do I get the +3 as well?
Yours
Oh,
is
my
automatic.
skeleton.
Oh, okay.
I get it. What's the plus 3?
What was it? Was it a
Was
poison?
it
breath?
Yeah, my new load. How
Or,
You don't know.
I
I just said a cloud of fumes.
Yeah, I'll just do a roll for all at the same time.
Don't bother.
Okay.
Lavatha, Antith, Cyrax, Lanthanus,
6.
At 23.
Drangor.
Yes.
You pull Gangor, you pull Drangor from your shoulder and lift him up above you, and it's like the fume passes around you, and you watch as the rest of your party all fall asleep, are knocked unconscious from the breath.
So it's just us then, is it?
So it would seem.
Would my fate
Now.
ancestry make a difference?
No. Now. Now. You have a choice to make. Let me be, and I will protect these items. Or fight me, and I will kill you all. He starts to move as if to leave. which seems strange to you because there's no hole in the roof.
Where do you plan on going?
His wings unfurl and span across the room in front of you. You've never seen anything like this. Up. He pushes his legs. He pushes his legs, flaps his wings, and crashes straight through the roof. Debris starts to fall all
My
around
door's
you.
open, I'm still holding Drango.
You watch as an Algamang
Bring it back down here.
you see his figure disappearing, heading towards what you think is the north. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw,
Bravo.
and then I need you to think about what you're going to do about your friends.
Don't get no line. Drango protection line.
There's no longer a dragon in this room, right?
No! What was the check?
And just tell me what your number was.
4. Crushed. Thin. Wasted. No. Okay.
As you're watching, mesmerized by the dragons leaving, seeing those wings take off away from you, the boulder the size of a house falls towards your head and your party as you're all standing around their unconscious forms beside you. The rock falls in slow motion almost, and you think to yourself, this is it. You look at your son with a tear in your eye as the rock falls further and further and closer towards you. And in the second it hits, before it hits you, you think to yourself, this is it. And it stops. Drangor has his little hands up. They're shaking, eyes closed. What do you do?
Get it. Oh,
With the scream, you guys hear a piercing noise through your ears, and I'm kicked awake to see what looks like a boulder the size of the house floating above you, and a little green man, Drangor, scales down the side of his head, sweat pouring down his face.
Cyrax, one more time for the road!
I cast Enlarge again because I broke concentration. The potion has no concentration, so he's still large.
Yep.
Did you even get the spell off before this happened, or did he?
Yes, he did.
Am I still humongous?
No, you're large.
now
because
you're
that
gonna get-
potion has no
Oh, yeah,
concentration.
that's right.
So, you feel a cold blade of energy pass through you, and your body starts to swell and grow in the split second before the boulder hits. Your body hits the boulder, and it lands tilted up against Gangor's body, with you all quivering below it. The boulder centimeters from your head, as it's stuck on Cyrax's body.
I grab Drangor, we run behind.
Hold it!
Has Cyrus
Give me a
got-
strength saving
Cyrus
throw.
got an opportunity to grab it, or it's just...
It's
on
you've grown and you've like you've grabbed the boulder.
I use my inspiration.
No, you've got advantage because
Yeah,
of
you're
the
the-
Go!
Advantage because of how big you are.
21.
Nice. You hold the boulder quivering a long enough
bolted.
time for the rest of you to drag yourselves out from underneath it, and finally down on the ground.
Up along the way.
Dust pushes out from underneath it.
Ah.
That was so sick, Auntie!
Fuck! Damn you, Cyrax! You son of a gun!
You thought that was good. You should have saw it turn.
You guys look up and see a massive hole in this cavern, the size of a football field. And still the dust settles around you, and dribbles of rock and debris pouring in from the side of the cavern above. And you can see the blue sky
He took off!
A wisp of cloud floats past.
Which way? Which way did this dragon go?
Up in the north!
I will quickly strum on a few notes on the lute and cast fly on myself and try and fly up to see which way the dragon went. So I just fly straight up.
And you go to the top of the rim of the crater, looking down at least 60 to 80 feet now, 100 feet. Give me a perception check.
Whoa.
That would be 17 plus 8, so 25.
There's no sign of him. The dragon's flight was long and fast.
Damn.
He's
So
gone.
north is all we have. Okay, well, world map anyone? Is there any like peak or thing that we've been aware of because we've travelled in this way?
No.
Look, before we go after him, he said if we came after him, he would destroy us all. But if we left him, he would protect the assaults.
Well, I do recall a moment ago us almost dying.
Yeah, it was a
but we
pretty close
didn't.
call, man.
Can we really trust a dragon who throws his brother under a lemon rock the size of a house? Good thing Cyrex is the size of a house.
Gangle, that's not what you saw.
No, I saw.
You saw
Nothing.
the dragon spare you because you think you were holding Drangor up and that's what saved you. That's not what you think happened.
You got it all wrong. Drangor saved us more than once.
Yes, and what I'm saying is this dragon almost killed us all. I'm not denying the fact that your magical child, but by the way, magical, very cool. It still threw us into the dust. Nearly.
Look, all I see is he spared us.
Well, I think we have different definitions of being spared, but okay.
Spared to be splattered.
Well, I'm not really feeling comfortable. We can't exactly pick our items back up, can we?
Can I just walk over? Is he?
Wait, were they not? Yeah, they just.
They got incinerated instantly, I think, did they?
The
Belly of the
dragon?
beast.
I thought that's what was
Is
described.
it in? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
So
thought it
I
went into the lava.
I turn back to the party and say,
It's magic,
So
Aurora.
we're to just go back to Shidecaf and tell the Empress that it all is well to a dragon who says that they will protect these items where they just attempted to murder us. I don't know what the Empress
You
might
fucking
say.
started it, bro. And Anthony comes out with, he wasn't gonna do. We were having a good conversation, and you misty stepped and grew and did shit, man. Like fuck, dude. No wonder he wanted to kick our ass. And he just shakes his head and walks off towards the exit.
I follow behind him. Go.
Yeah.
Well, here I was thinking we were coming here to destroy these items, and we seem to have had a change of plans at the final hour, and I'm simply saying, that dragon tried to kill us! What's it gonna do next?
It didn't try to kill you.
Let it go.
You started it.
Let it go.
I think you're asking the wrong questions, Andy.
He's just butthurt about losing his magical item.
I think the
That probably
more
is.
important question to if we leave the items in the possession of this dragon, are they going to truly keep the world safe from their magic?
Oh man,
Well, he did say that that was his magical purpose as a dragon, to keep the Gestalt safe, is it not?
All I say is beer.
I'm with you on that one.
We win.
Well, I guess it's no longer our responsibility anymore, which means quest completed.
I know.
I'm like literally getting it right now.
Wait for the final one, final
The
destination.
final one.
Sorry. I mean, that whole enlarged thing, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, at this
That was
stage,
as big as their house.
the spell
Great.
would have worn off, except you are still
Massive.
you're large.
Huge rat.
You're double your size, but
Are you
8
still
times
really
your
big?
weight.
So I'm actually feeling very proud he stopped that rock. So I got Django did his job. That was really cool, Auntie. Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't think you can get through the exit. You might have to climb through the top of the cave.
Oh, not this business again.
There's a
My goddamn shoulders, man.
We really won't fit into the carriage now.
And so, victorious, you make your way back out of the caves, up the ladder, up the stairs, to your faithful carriage. And the horses seem happy to greet you. You carriage up and make your way back to Shidakath, where you are received as heroes by the Empress. She hands you, when you get there, the golden seal for controlling the city.
That's my shiny object.
Is it a magical golden item or?
Into the bag of holding it goes.
Well, I would say it's... Jasmine responds with, well, I would say it's pretty magical. It'll control all these people. And she gestures towards the courtyard of thousands of people standing before you.
Bag of holding with it just hanging at the top.
And that, my friends, is the end of the campaign.
Now that the these heroes looking down at the kingdom that they are soon to take hold of, she thinks of her lover, turns around and walks into the sunset.
Just leave.
She can't become a leader of this town. She's got unfinished business.
Where she flies.
Is anybody else got anything they want to say?
Leontinus will compose ballads and sing songs of Elkathym's greatest adventurers, the CRS Vagabonds. Probably putting much embellishments and adding some artistic license to make their somewhat, maybe anticlimactic dragon encounter a little bit more exciting in stories to come, so that
As bards do.
making them appear like even more heroes than they already are.
I'm gonna walk up to Antique and say,
Yes, Gango?
If you could fit in my bag of holding, I will put you in there. Because you're my magical item.
Aww.
Technically, it could fit in there. There's only 10 minutes of air.
At this point,
The tension, it was going for decades.
I have this weird feeling inside where I recall, I can't remember which party member was it, used the word love. And I said, and I go,
Gango,
I'm gonna hurt.
I love you.
Aww.
That was the nicest thing you could have ever have said. And I'm glad to be your friend.
Useful friendship. Oh, come here, you big buffers. Give me a cuddle.
Sorry, accident. We'll embrace the two lovable gents.
at this stage, just to sort of give a aspect of the trajectory where Anteath is going. Anteath originally, his motives were behind acquiring powers of necromancy to overthrow his old estate, but now being granted this power over Shidakath, he wishes to go about it on a more political point and try to see if there's a way to recapture or reclaim that estate through not a skeleton army sort of vibe.
Less morally corrupt.
Yes, right? Yeah, I guess you could say that still is, but I guess it's better than going in there and butchering everyone with skeletons. So it is still progress for NT. And this is just where he's at.
The less morally corrupt route.
And to add on to that, I would be taking a particular interest in, forming more of a relationship with the magical guild,
Open
because
up
I was
antique store.
informed that I could undergo studies in other schools. So I would be looking to also investigate a study pathway. And there may be a store in the future, but
A side hustle.
we're not quite
Vocational
there yet.
pathways.
And that's what I would be up to.
Cyrax would have after taking upon being the leader of earning that title, would have worked alongside Seamus, kind of just keeping the army in line. And one of his first goals or objectives, I think, would have summed him up. He would have reinstated back the Colosseum, went in, fought through the Colosseum, hopefully become the champion, and then just kind of reinstated that part of Shidika back
Under government control.
under government control. So, and no Germans allowed.
Fuck Jeremy.
What are you gonna do?
So Lanthanus would probably not spend all his time in this world, but probably after a little bit make his way back, or find his way back to the Fey Realm.
Popping in for the occasional visit.
You know, maybe he develops the magic to be able to plane shift himself. But then yes, would spend his time between upholding his champion status in the Feywild, as well as coming back to the more peaceful lands of Elkathym. It's like his holiday home.
Yeah, so we just have like a once a week we meet up at Belfast Manor and we just do like a family dinner for the adventurers.
And definitely take Cyrax to the Fey Realm to explore some of the fighting arenas and dueling pits that are around to show a different type of combat that can be achieved to keep his skill sharp.
Just for the sake of the story, just Cyrax arc. Cyraxis, whatever happened to him?
His stuff.
Yeah, we never found out.
Never found out.
Yeah, true.
Roll future.
Roll future dex check. Gangor. What does the future have in store for you and your son?
Going to go out to the wild and build a cabin with the sun.
Live a life on the land.
So heartfelt.
By a trickling waterfall, like the valley end of the waterfall, and feed both. Tea and Cyrax, I got him on a new swamp brew. He's loving it.
He's looking real lean.
So Cyrax brings antique, become
Thanks, guys. But
Tabitha ended up finding her lover
Ooh.
out in the mountains.
Rekindle that flame.
oh, did
Found
she?
another lover in the meantime, waiting for her to get back.
Oh, did she? No, thank you for playing my game. I hope you enjoyed it. You're welcome.
Thank you for an amazing D&D campaign experience.
Wait for the next one. It's gonna be even fucking better.
This was just the dress rehearsal.
Dude, that was the first time I've ever DM'd, so yeah.
So it's only gonna get better.
yeah,
Yeah.
round of applause for Nicholas.
Guys, you don't have to do it.
Unbelievable.
Thank
So
you.
I'll see you all in the pool.
So good.
Yeah, let's go for a fucking swim.
It's definitely time for a swim.
We're gonna go for a swim. You know what? Tell you what, give me 2 seconds and I'll restart the stream while we're all swimming.
When does the pool area open until?
Fucking when I
Until-
say.
I'm gonna go into the ocean.
Until for indefinitely.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
There's no lifeguard, bro.
No
Say
life
no.
guard.
That was
thanks,
super.
man.
I thought you wanted us to scrap that dragon, bro.
So did I.
I was pushing it.
I love a little bit of game.
Wow, this is gonna be a fucking fun.
And emotions,
It's
right?
gonna be
Good
big.
stuff, family.
Oh, dude.
You
I
made
had
it.
to top that off.
Hang it.
mate.
You made it.
So much.
You guys.
So the combo still came.
combo,
That
is
still
it?
came in.
What a life-saving
Thank
combo
you for
right
the
there.
extra dice.
Absolute cracker of a game, man.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, as always, we're going to raid the GM workshop. I'm not going to start the stream from the pool.
Honestly,
Love you
I was
guys.
thinking it was gonna battle.
We're not going to play D&D next week, but we're going to be doing something, so we'll be back at the same time, 6 p.m. Australia. We might be playing board games or something else, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here all the time, Raven.
I reckon we can strap a
Dear place in my heart, darling. And we'll talk
Here,
in the next few days. Enjoy. Have a good
We're
night.
gonna have to cover our network bar.